Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome!
Welcome to I-63 Grand Championship Final between Se7en and froyotech. My name's Grumpy Koi. I'm joined by my friend Turbo Tabs, and we'll be hosting the proceedings as we go forwards. How is everyone doing? Exactly. We've got the battle of the ages. We've got NA versus EU. It's going to be a good battle. We've got some good games. 5 games. Hopefully, we'll see how the games go forwards. How are you feeling about this, Turbo?
I'm feeling phenomenal. I know that this is just going to be a history in the making. They're going to be joining such teams like Classic Mix-Up, Epsilon, froyotech again, and Se7en, Crowns, all these names from the past that have meant so much to the TF2 community and crowned themselves the grand champion of our biggest international tournament here hosted at the Birmingham NEC.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to get things set up soon. We'll be going into the pick bands, but for the time being, we're just going to talk to you about the game, really, and what's really at stake is something that kind of means a lot to most of us. I think this is one of the biggest European lands that possible.
The money?
The money? The money?
No,
why do we do this for the money?
It's about the competition.
Exactly.
Right? 7 years, this community has been funding teams to be sent to the I-Series and just to see and find out, just pique the curiosity, who is the best team in TF2 in the world?
So, without further ado, I think a lot of you will know the players on these teams, but we will introduce them anyway. So, if it's okay with you, I'd like to introduce us to the Se7en team.
All right, fine, I'll take your froyotech.
Oh, you take froyotech. Okay, so on the far side, we have a D-Ski, the roamer for Se7en. Next to him, we have Ams, who's playing pocket. In the center and the core of the team, we have Cadus on demo. Next to him, we have someone who's been doing a lot of these I-Series. He's in a new position, but we've got Starkey on med. Next to him, just about to sit down, we've got Thalash, the sniper god through years to come. And finally, next to him, we've got our boy Tiger. That is your team, Se7en, representing the European Union.
Look at this disgusting EU bias. I am ashamed, but we're going to just give froyotech as much as a warm welcome, aren't we, guys? So I'm going to introduce you to my closest right. We have Eric on Scout. We have Purple Shirt Gog, Blue Galio on the Roaming Soldier. You've got your boy, Yobs, on that Pocket Soldier. Stepping in for shade, it's going to be Cookie Jake on Medic. You love him, you love to hate him. I don't know what you think about him, but he's a great player. It's Benny on Scout, ladies and gentlemen. And the biggest personality on this team and the biggest threat to EU is Habib on Terrorman, ladies and gentlemen. froyotech are here to play. What do you say to that, Grumpy?
Oh God, this is going to be so close. We have 2 absolutely amazing teams here for this I-Series, and it's been a really good road so far. It's been some amazing games, and you know, there's been some upsets. It's not been completely one-sided either way. Both teams have won against each other in the competition. So
thank God. Thank God.
Oh, it's going to be a close one. I can feel it.
Yep, I can feel it in my bones, but it seems like we need to get things underway. We've waited so long. I'm not just talking about this beginning bit to get to the stage. We've waited the whole year for this grand final. I think we need to take it away to the casters, surely.
Most certainly do. And what a pair we've got. We've got on the casting desk, we've got Warrior and Kermit.
You're right, guys. How you doing?
You right, Kermit?
I'm doing okay.
Oh.
Ready for some good Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, I'm so hungry.
Yeah,
Are you? Anyway, so, yeah, this is it. This is what, 3 days? I can't remember.
3 and a bit.
3 and a bit days of...
And a few hours of waiting.
blood, sweat, and fecal matter coming together on this big stage.
Yep.
There was a bit of doubt if we would get the big stage or not, but we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here.
After a fashion.
It is, but it doesn't matter. I don't think it mattered if we had the big stage or not. But, either way, we've got
It's
a lot.
nice having everyone up on the stage.
There's a lot of people.
Which,
There's too many people. Oh.
They're all right.
I feel like I'm some sort of religious deity being up here. It's really cool. Yeah. I think we're going to go to the pick bands pretty soon. It is a best of 5, so hopefully we'll go the stretch. Hopefully it won't end in 3 incredibly quick maps as previous events have shown. What do you think? What maps do you think we're going to see?
Ooh. I don't think we'll see Viaduct. And I think one of the teams, probably Se7en, will ban out Product. We're going to the pick bands now. Let's see.
But I agree. I don't think we'll see Product. I don't know. Oh, actually, this is pretty... Okay, so they only get 2 bans. This is going to be kind of difficult. So I reckon... Okay, so Prolands... Oh. All right. I did not expect that.
That's a smart ban.
The question now is Se7en bans Gullywash or not? They are pretty good on Gullywash for the European Union, but... Oh, they go for Snakewater. Okay, so we're definitely not going to be seeing... they do swap Stark and Adiski on Snakewater, so... This is, okay, so Process is going to be the first one for Se7en. They beat them on Process on Friday. Yesterday in the best of 3, they did lose, but I believe it was very, very close on that as well. Gullywash is a map that Se7en have been very good in ETF2L, but they were manhandled, to say the least, yesterday on that map.
Yeah, they definitely were. That was when Banny just decided to off-class the NG.
We're going to get some product. Yeah. We're going to get some product.
Froyo have historically been just unbeatable, basically.
That is such a scout-heavy map, and I don't know if that's... Oh, my goodness. Tiger and Thalash is salivating. Unfortunately, my mouth is filled with sand, it feels like. And Granary and Sunshine Decider. If we go to Sunshine, if we go to the distance, I think Sunshine's going to be definitely NA favoured because they've actually been playing it actively, whereas we have been banishing Sunshine out of our league because we decided to go for Cardinal instead for whatever reason. But still, Granary is going to be a case of maybe a swap between Stark and a Disky again.
And they did that against Swift earlier. They had a Disky medic and Stark roamer.
It did work though, so we have that going for them. I mean, it worked, but I mean, froyotech, they are,
I'm fearing for Se7en on Product. Like Habib is better. Like I know they've got Tiger and Thalash, but Habib is just on by he'll just dominate.
Yeah, well, I do agree, but I mean, it's Tiger,
He did get his
96% accuracy. Exactly.
Yeah,
there's
farm against Fame, I think that was.
Someone needs to check that kid's mouse. Maybe there's something inside there.
I think Adiski did say he went to the bathroom right before that game. Maybe something to investigate.
What is in that bathroom? Which one did he go in? We don't know because they've locked most of them.
They have. And only a few are flooded.
Yeah, and some of them are flooded. Anyway, that's just a part of LAN. It's the experience that you get.
Yeah.
Very few toilets to choose from, and one of them's always knee-deep in various liquids.
Yep.
But anyway, I'm not quite sure when the game's going to start, but we have everybody on the stage ready, regardless. I'm just trying to sort of think now of the maps and how it's really going to sort of favour either team. I kind of feel like...
Sunshine's definitely Froyo's map. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw Se7en actually play on Sunshine.
I'm a bit concerned if it does go the distance because then Se7en are going to have a massive disadvantage. So they've got to really sort of, go for it.
Pull out all the stops.
So it's it's going to be close.
Granary as well. I don't know with the swap how comfortable they've been with a Disco and Medic on that. They have done it a few times throughout here, but I don't know against Froyo as well.
I mean, froyotech did run Cookie Jake on Medic on Gullywash against Aura Electro.
That's normal. Cookie Jake on Medic?
No, I was testing you. You passed it.
Okay.
Good job, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, Cookie Jake on Scout and Banny on Medic.
Oh, yeah.
Gullywash.
Because then they get taken to the Golden Cap.
Yeah, and then they
had to switch back.
They switched back and they won. But, maybe they'll do that. I did actually have a chat with them. It was... Who was
with
it?
Aura,
it was
or?
Yomp. No, with Froyotech. It was Yomps, Arik, I can't remember who else. It was literally about 2 hours ago.
Oh.
They haven't had any, any stomach problems,
Okay.
which is
that's always a good sign.
good side.
Yeah.
No sort of. They've had a few food offerings from members of the EU community, and they've smartly declined every single one of them.
I wonder if the perpetrators are in the crowd right now.
Probably is. It could probably be
I see
either one of
hands
us.
going up. I see someone waving.
Uh-oh. So yeah, there is no risk of hopefully anything going untoward. Everyone should hopefully be fit and ready. We should hopefully have an amazing ice series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Yep. Hope we do have a good game and not just 3.
I think it is obviously from the upper bracket game yesterday. It was kind of like a bit of I feel like a wake up call for Se7en.
Yeah. I think Stark said they'd go home and then just watched a few demos. I don't know if it was of. It must have just been the games that they played against Froyo that they lost, and then they just went home and just watched them.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're better prepared today.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, yeah, it makes me nervous. I've been in this position before, and it has not ended well 3 times. So at least I got 3 big novelty checks that take up a lot of space in my house.
Are they on the wall or?
I think I actually just got rid of them after a while because they don't serve any purpose apart from a bit of self-satisfaction.
Yeah, it's probably weird, especially if anyone comes over. There's water.
It's just it's a bit weird taking it on the train as well.
Yeah.
I'm not very good with spatial awareness, so instead of holding it sideways so it fits in for everything, I just held it like I was presented it with. So I just kept on banging into the door. Held up a lot of time for multiple people. But still,
I think I remember I-55 where Insomnia came second, me, Stark and Sideshow were going home together, and someone stole it.
Ah.
Yeah, just took it right out the giant tent that we had at I-55.
Do you think maybe they thought it could be used for real money?
Also,
They might have.
That would be amazing if someone just walked into a bank with a giant novelty check and tries to cash it.
Like go into like one of those they have those ATMs like those cashing in points.
Yeah.
They just sort of like try and shove it into the
just
machine. It's
fold
like
it as much as
why
they
isn't this being accepted?
Yeah.
That's quite unfortunate.
American dream.
Yeah. I mean, I have lived the dream with again 3 second places.
Yeah.
One of them being incredibly embarrassing. I like to bring it up quite a lot because it's quite entertaining. We all like a good laugh at someone. Actually, I think that was the best of 3 though, so it ended in 2 maps. I can't remember. It was so quick.
52.
Yeah, it was so quick.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was again when the Australians came over. They came 4th place, sadly.
Yeah, we got one round, and that was a back cap
Oh.
on a process. It was Kyler that did that. And on Gully Wash, we picked Gully Wash because we thought we were better than Froyotech, who had never lost a Gully Wash or something at that point. And they continued to never lose a Gully Wash from their point on. So not quite sure.
Yeah.
It was kind of distressing.
Yeah. Now wondering because I'm just blanking. What were the 4 maps that were actually picked, or the 5?
That's a fantastic question.
Yeah. I'm completely blanking. Are we able to bring them back up here so we can refresh my memory?
I know them. I just want you to.
I remember Sunshine. Process is the first map. That's it. Maybe Snake Water.
No, come on. Don't think of what was picked. Think of what was banned. Oh, you spoiled it for them now.
Water, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Process, I think, is going to go Se7en's way. I feel like.
Yeah.
The only thing that sort of worries me is if they don't. I mean, they've always been sort of like a case of if you win the first round, you win the game kind of thing. They win, and it's a case of making the enemies come to you. Gully Wash, I'm very, very concerned on.
I think we're going to see a repeat, quite possibly, of yesterday with the Froyo.
Hopefully, we see a repeat of the war of words between Tiger and Banny.
Yeah, that was very good.
The question marks. And
curse words.
Yeah, the curse words. I mean, it's
the heat of the moment. You can't help it.
I mean, what time is it? I mean, it's 10:30, so all the Fortnite players have gone to bed. So I don't think they mind us saying a heck or two, or a frick. So yeah, there were quite some naughty words thrown around. Product, I feel like is going to be sick. I'm excited for product.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's like I didn't watch, I'll be honest, either season really VSE8 or ETF2. I don't know if either team ran. I'm assuming that Froyo will run just stock. They won't have like cookie cutter. They won't have any off classes. But I'm wondering if Se7en will, if they'll maybe like swap off. They'll have like the last snipe maybe.
They played product against Feint.
Yeah, did swap a disc and start?
No. I mean, froyotech played product against Feint,
right, okay.
and it ended 3-1.
Okay.
But it was very, very close on like pretty much all of the rounds.
Yeah.
Every time Feint tried to run a sniper, it was just instantly like shut down straight away.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be very tricky.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for them to run a sniper. However, I'm pretty confident. The problem I think that Se7en might run into is that they have like really good DM, and I feel like it is comparable with froyotech.
Yeah, definitely.
However, I feel like Se7en kind of play a bit one-dimensional with the throw in AMs and a disky and then get your scouts to clean up. And I feel like froyotech, with the...
They seem a lot more coordinated.
Yeah, with the Banny brain as well, he's more likely to act on like any sort of
advantage that he sees.
Yeah, I mean when they played Process versus Swift, they got to Swift got to like actually I think it was about 15 minutes. It was 1-1. It was a very close game, and then that was it. They then sort of found an exploit for Swift. They didn't really act on any aggression that Banny put forward, so they just used that to keep going forward, make them take really, really awkward fights in positions they weren't comfortable with, and completely ploughed through them. So maybe that's going to be what happens. I mean, I hope Se7en have done the homework.
I'm not sure. Again, just coming back to Sunshine, like I've seen seen Froyo play it a bit recently, and they've been pretty strong.
Yeah.
Like their mids are like very like Habib just somehow just doesn't miss anything, at least at the start of the mids. And like if he does, he'll just get healed up and then start hitting everything again. It's like he just wins the mids. It's usually like a really awkward start as well for demo men like on Sunshine because it's so big.
Yeah.
But he'll usually end up just making magic happen.
Yeah, Gullywash as well I think might end up with a similar kind of thing.
Yeah, especially like if he gets like a fast rollout, he's gonna pretty much destroy the combo of Se7en on Big Door.
Yeah, AMs and Adisky are kind of like on that map. They're very sort of just go in, get some frags, and if nothing happens, then they back out with their scout combo and everything. That's again, I've said it before, but I feel like that's the only thing that's going to be causing a problem. For those that are wondering, there was an audio issue. I believe that is still ongoing, so that's why there's a bit of a delay. But come on now, we're used to it. I mean,
I think the team's got a warm up as well for a little bit just to get used to playing on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, we waited.
Completely different from.
We waited like what 2.5, 3 hours to get on this main stage.
Check of the time, I think.
I mean, what's 2.5 hours more?
Nothing.
None of us have got anything better to do.
Nope.
So
there's no bar right over there.
Yeah, we have all the necessities.
Yeah.
We have a bar. We have a subway.
Yep, as someone in the crowd said, we do have a bar.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
And we've been given a 2-minute warning. Hopefully everything will be sorted by then. We'll be going live. Hopefully.
What are your predictions?
I think 3-1 to Froyo.
Oh.
My heart says 7, but my brain's saying Froyo.
I think it's going to be 3-1 to Se7en.
Okay. That's why I'd like to see that as well.
I
hope I'm wrong.
I feel like it's. I feel like if they have done what they need to do, their homework, and they're aware of what can be thrown at them, and they also make the changes needed, to adjust to like any sort of play style changes from Froyo, I feel like they can do it.
Yeah. Like, I went and sat behind them last night after they'd been playing the Froyo game. They were instantly just talking about every tiny little mistake that they made. So they're definitely committed to improving and fixing every mistake that they made. Like, even the minute ones, just being that, like, I think Ty was going on about being like a tiny bit too far away from the medikit. This one particular part in the map, like they're focusing down everything that they can.
That is like a good thing. They like
Yeah.
everyone on Seven kind of seem like they're all buddies.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, a good thing. Not to say that froyotech aren't. Froyotech seem like more like a team that was made to win games.
Yeah.
And to like completely mop the floor of everybody else. Whereas Seven seem to be like more of a team that was made to have
Fun as well as win.
and as well as completely wipe out the entire competition of the European Union.
Yeah.
Until next season when I make my return. In mid.
I'm in mid as well. It's quite enjoyable.
Mate, you're going down.
Oh,
You're so going
yeah, that's
down.
a real division to watch out for next season.
Yeah, that is. That's going to be. It's got
something
big
has just
names.
landed on your head.
What is it? Get
It's
it
a
off.
flag.
Oh,
Can we see it on the monitor here?
is it on my glasses?
Yes,
it's on
it
my.
is. Get it.
I'll get it off. Oh, it's gone. All right.
That's good. Crisis averted.
I think it was a moth. I'm
Hopefully it
I
was.
feel disgusting right now. I feel like I've been violated by a small insect, and that's exactly what it's back again.
Oh, yep. We've got a menace on the loose.
Is it because my head, you know what, it's probably because my head's so shiny, because my hairline's going so far away, that it probably
that's
just
quite
thinks
unlucky.
that's... Did I say hear an R? A better of? Yeah, it's what happens when you get old. I make a noise when I get out of bed now for no reason at all. It's awful. Just wait for me to get out of this chair. It's going to be disgusting. It's going to be
Hopefully the mics will be turned off.
all of my joints are just going to creak. It's going to be like living in a haunted house. That we're still waiting a little bit. I don't know how much more I can talk rubbish for, but if anybody's willing to hear, I've got an incredibly long joke that's about 20 minutes long.
Ooh, is the joke got any sort of title? Like the aristocrats, or
No, it's like it's called the Tractor Fan. I said it.
oh,
on
that's
stream.
a very yes, that's a very good one.
All right, teams are ready. That was like the instant.
Yeah,
that is the
as
most.
soon as they hear 20-minute joke.
20-minute joke about
Yeah.
a tractor.
Yeah.
Teams are now ready.
Yeah,
That was.
maybe they heard us and just didn't want to have to suffer it if they could hear us in the big stage.
They probably had
And
their.
we've got a minion behind you. That's not nice. You want to get it? There we go.
You can tell that's a bunny sub.
Oh, there we go. Shout out to whoever
Nice one.
did that.
Get that out of there. Can someone take it and put it in a bin, or as the Americans call it, the trash? As we're all,
Yes.
all in, our friends from across the ocean and stuff like that.
The pond, as it just said.
I know what, we should really have the kiss cam back, because that was actually quite entertaining, as long as it's not put on me.
Yes.
Can that happen?
Or maybe the dab cam if anyone in the
Maybe
crowd really
the-
wants to just
The
dab.
the rest of this could just be the back of our heads.
Yeah. Just us looking at the crowd.
God,
like,
I'm going
I wish I had
bold.
a Twitch chat here just to
I've
see
never seen the
ones
back of
for
my head
back
this
and
way
two
before.
for front.
Oh,
This is why they do it at the hairdresser when
I
they
used to
have
have
that
a
mirror
full-
behind you. No one really thinks it matters until it's too late.
I used to have a full head of hair.
Yeah.
It's going.
Yeah, one of my friends was like, I just took the plunge. over
Players.
it, just shaved it all off. I heard catch it. Oh, it's Pickle Rick. Giving a Pickle Rick plushie.
If I had the strength, I would literally rip this in half. You have no idea just how disgusted
Just like
this makes
make a
me
little
feel. I
hole
would
in-
do, but it's not mine, and it will be destruction of property that doesn't belong to me, so you can have it back.
Oh, we just caught it getting the.
If you
tossed
have the
off.
pickle Rick near your feet, please kick it, and maybe stamp on it and twist your foot on it so it gets all dirty.
Oh, it's been picked up. Oh,
Excellent, it's
Oh,
been
I got
thrown.
thrown towards a bin nearby.
Excellent.
It's making it. No, it's gone.
All right, so players are ready.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Yep.
Is the crowd ready?
That's
Oh
what-
wow,
yes.
that was the sickest timing ever. That wasn't even made up. Oh my days.
nice.
All right, it started. The rollouts happened. Oh no, wait, it's just warm up. It's just warm up.
Is it? Oh, it says 29:45 here. It looks like they're live.
Oh, okay. So we do not have the feed on our screen at
Yep.
the moment. So I'm sure it's going to be quite interesting if you just let me. Oh no, wait. Cadus is just on the fence. So it looks like it might be a round restart. It is a round restart. That's all right. Wait, that's a nice wallpaper. See, full slump. Whoa!
Oh, it's back to us.
Oh, I am.
That scared me. Looking right in at the screen, trying to read things, and then just lose.
So yeah, there's apparently just like a minor problem.
Don't know if it'll be audio still, if they're still having problems with that, or if maybe they can hear us.
Might be config. You know, config issues.
Hopefully not. Tweaker's spent a long time this weekend trying to get all the servers.
Yeah, shout out to Twiku, who managed to get LAN servers working. He's been working very, very hard. He got Fantasy
TF2 working
TF2 working as well. Like, literally in 3 days, that man has worked tirelessly. And obviously, everybody at Essentials as well, all the people that have been putting hard work into the production, like, all across the day. Like, everybody's been working tirelessly in the background, making sure that everything's all working. And obviously, multiplayer, sorry. I'm sorry, game. Please invite me back. Who obviously have given us the big stage and everything as well. And Belong Gaming Arenas, who sponsor us as well. That's all pretty cool. And yeah, I think we're still waiting. Oh god,
it's happened again.
It's my ball spot again.
Yep. Looks like we will be going live now.
It's actually started.
We are live with the grand final of Insomnia63.
This is it. This is the be-all and end-all. Cadus has done a Mooma rollout to kick it off. Habib is going to be the fastest one onto mid this time around. He's got a flyover pop. I love this. There's going to be a bomb. Looks like it's coming from Ampis. He's going to jump over onto the top right as well. Adiski on the right side. He's lying in wait. He's going to look like he wants to try and go over. He's going to jump now, but he's going to be absolutely thwarted by a scout on froyotech. Yoms does pick up Ams. Is going to be first blood to the North American. Cadus, though, comes out with 3 frags. So he's absolutely turns around. Adiski with a sick air shot onto Cookie Jake. Oh, this is an absolutely nuts start. It's going to be Baddy and Jumps are going to be the ones remaining alive. It's going to be 2 scouts and a medic. They may want to try and go for a play. It looks like Jumps might want to get some health. Just, you know, buddy up, get everybody up and going. Stark is going to, well, that's actually a pretty good position on top of the point. It means that if anybody tries to bomb him, it's going to be very hard to connect with a rocket.
Yeah, and we've got the pretty much full Uber advantage now coming in for Se7en. They're just building up the last bit now, and it looks like they will hopefully just be taking this aggressively through choke.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the more difficult parts, though. There's going to be a lot of soldier aggression coming in from froyotech. There are stickies on the wall, and it wasn't checked by a scout, so that was the first boo-boo that could have ever happened in the game. And it's going to be moving forward. The force does come out, so they do get the Uber off. And it's going to be Cade is going to be jumping deep, but it goes into 2 scouts. It's just going to be a little bit more reserved. Cookie Jake is going to be on 70% Uber. There is going to be an option for them to push out. They are without Yomps, though, so if they do go for it, it's going to be a little bit tricky. They might just buff up and start pushing out through lobby.
Yeah, Yomps is up in a couple of seconds. He should be able to he might just sit on last for a couple of seconds, just make sure no one's gotten in hiding. And that was also unbelievably close to those stickies at Sewer that Habib laid. I'd never even seen anyone really put sticks there. That's just like an incredible read from him, actually putting them in that corner.
Yeah, it's very, very fortunate that Cade has kind of moved a bit. Tiger went into lobby to see if he can go for a back cap. It was thwarted by Arik. There's going to be some soldier aggression by Adiski, but fortunately that was shut down by Arik again also. Yomps is just going to be hanging around in lobby, just seeing if there's a back cap. Habib, he's going to jump in, does get connected with a rocket, and he's going to stick up the forward spawn just in case. Ams does go down, so that Se7en are bleeding quite a few players. Stark does now have Uber. There might be an option for them to block it, but Cadus is going to be caught in too deep. The Uber has been popped by Stark. Lots of pipes coming out. There is good connection on some of them. They do get the force onto Cookie J, but Cadus, he might get caught in. He might actually be able to get out. He's staying alive. And out there's Stark. Comes out with an arrow as well. Banny, 33 HP. Arik is on 2 HP as well. So this is going to be an absolutely awful positioning from Cadus, but luckily he managed to get out on the skin of his teeth. And it looks like froyotech, they just want to keep on going. Cadus is going to try and stick out choke, stop anybody from following forward as Yomps tries to jump through.
Yeah, Banny just going in very aggressive there. Actually gets the pick onto Cadus. Arik pays for it with his life. Habib bombing in, picks up Adiski. Adiski getting Garbuglio right before that, though. This is a very messy DM fight right now. Starks has gone down.
Yeah, this is, and it's going to be Thalash left alive. It's going to be a 2 versus 1. He might just opt to either back out of this or go on.
Yeah, it looked like he was just seeing if he could maybe bait Banny into going forward and just taking the 1v1.
So a bit of that was a bit sketchy, that push through, but that was good work from froyotech. It looked like they had a little bit more coordination on getting the focus targets. There is a sentry coming out from Tiger's playing sniper. Thalash is going engineer, which is a bit
We did see Tiger sniping on this map against Se7en, actually. I think when he was in Arctic Foxes, he did put in some work. See if he can maybe pull off something again.
They do have the USS Putis with Adiski. He is going to be hanging around the right spawn door. The Uber does come through almost immediately. Got to focus down the sentry, so that was the majority of that Uber use. Dark, though, getting caught short by Garbuglia. He's going to jump in. He does connect with the rocket as well, so there's going to be no heals from Se7en. But Thanos, Cadis with 2 pipes, takes out 2, and another one, an absolutely fat pipe. Ams in lobby. He's going to get a frag onto Cookie Jake, so they have equalised the medic situation. Habib is on 20 HP. And it's going to be Banny, who tried to sneak through in 1, and he does get cleaned up by Adiski, so the back cap threat has got been neutralised as well.
That was really nice timing from Adiski there, just realising no one actually pushed out of the bottom door down there. Am's almost dying to the stickies there, Habib. I was very lucky that he wasn't watching. Surprised that he wasn't, to be honest.
Well, this is...
Banny's up in 1 second. He's not choosing to off-class. It is a small Uber disadvantage.
Yobs tries to literally just try and go behind. I believe he's trying to distract and split the attention. Meme spoon comes out from Yomps, absolutely smashes him around the face. And it was actually, I wasn't really sort of noticing that, but Stark, well, Se7en didn't have Uber, so it was going to be a non-Uber push attempt.
Yeah.
Kudos for trying.
Yeah, they do have like a 40% advantage here, so they might want to try and do something here, or just send a disco or Rams in for the force.
Yeah, this is
the
Uber comes through. Cadis is trying to go into Cookie Jake. Unfortunately, does get taken out, but Ams follows up the damage as well. Does finally take him out. Adiski with 2 frags onto Arik and Banny. Garbuglo is still in. I don't know if he's actually been noticed. He is on low HP, and he goes in, and he's not able to finish off Stark. He's going to be sitting on 68 HP. Habib and Garbuglo are going to be the last ones alive. Garbuglo looks like he's just wanted to hightail it out of there.
Yeah, they're going to have to, they're checking for sticky traps immediately. They know that Habib's going to have something here to try and get Stark as he comes through choke. Habib's really quite far forward, though, without actually having any heals on him yet.
I mean, he's got sick DM abilities, so it's no surprise. It feels like he can just sort of... I mean, this is a bit too much respect, though, I feel like, from Se7en. I mean, not pushing in there when there are only two up, really, for Froyo for the majority of that.
I guess they did have a couple players down there, probably want to just play as safe as possible, like just get the Ruber and then push again. So I'm guessing they'll probably do the exact same thing. They'll maybe just try and bomb maybe Cadis through from PC here, just get straight onto Cookie Jake before he gets the Uber.
So they're going to go through credit. Oh, Cadis with a sick jump. He doesn't. Oh my God, Cookie Jake just gets out on the skin of the team as well. Yup goes down as well, and so does Arik. Adiski's on a 6 kill streak. Cookie Jake is going to be sitting in spawn. He's on 69% Uber, and it's going to be Am's going to go in for a big. Oh, gets absolutely mullered by Habib. Adiski's going to go in as well. He's not able to connect with the rocket, but Garbuglo does get finished off by Thalash. Cookie Jake is amazing. Then they play it. They go for the point play, and it plays off.
That was such a nice Uber from Se7en, just exactly what they'd been doing before, just bombing Cadis through and just getting straight onto Cookie Jake, making sure that he can't get that full Uber. And then just going for the point play. They know that all the spawners have to get there. If they have enough spam to shut them down, there's no way that...
Cadis with another Moonbird rollout. His legacy lives on for being bad. And both soldiers from Se7en have a bit more of an advanced position this time around. Tiger's going to be sitting on the top as well. It's going to be Tiger draws first blood onto Arik. Yomps does jump forward, but does get forward as well. Garbuglia does take out Cadis, so that's going to be a large amount of damage that's been nullified on Froyo. And Ams goes on the Cookie Jake. Is unfortunate on not connecting out that rocket. He died just in the nick of time. So good work from Froyo. Habib goes down as well. Thalash is on a mad one. Adiski's going to go in. Wants to go for the meat spoon. Is he going to get it? No, he just misses. But there's still more aggression coming out from Se7en. And it looks like Stark gets a frag with an arrow to Cookie Jake. It's going to be Yomps, the last one alive. Se7en are an absolute row.
That was such a nice rocket as well there, right at the end from Yomps onto Ty. Too little, too late, unfortunately. We've got Banny getting a sentry up, we've got Arik on heavy.
All the off classes.
Full Uber push from Se7en.
All the off classes are coming out. Arik just like wanted to swap some of his guns around. Now going for the boxing gloves, so it's a good pop. But the Uber comes through. Cadis a little bit too far forward on that bike. Does get picked up. 2 quick flags. It's going to be Habib out. So they could just play the point as soon as the sentry goes down. They have a lot more players. They have 3 down on the side of froyotech. That is going to play the point. And it's number 2.
So well played from Se7en. They did look like they got caught out though. Like the Ubered in on right side expecting the sentry to be there, because I think they probably just heard the injury. But they do manage to rotate over to the left side. just completely shut down the defense from Froyo.
Question is, will Cadis do the rollout? He does this time, so we actually go to it. Going to watch Adiski's point of view as he tries to sort of go in, take a lot of ground. Garbugle with a nice connection on that rocket. Some sick directs there to sort of nullify. Oh!
What has happened here?
All right, I still hear stuff. So stuff's still going on. All right, guys,
audio.
just call it. Stay calm.
Warden, there, yep. He's not been standing at all, guys. That was just for a couple of seconds.
I like to stand up. It makes me feel a little bit more professional.
Yeah, you can kind of get a bit more hype as well if
Yeah.
you're standing up. But we'll get...
Okay, we're back in. We're back in. All right. It's all right, guys. It was one of our incredibly professional producing people that crashed the computer on purpose. Anyway, so it's going to be 2-0. This might be a little bit of downtime now, as I'm sure that Se7en will want froyotech to force the issue. They want them to try and get into them, make some mistakes. It's going to be that, well, Se7en have no reason to push.
Yeah, they are 2 rounds up. They're sitting pretty here, so they'll really just hope that they'll Froyo will try and throw Yomps or Garbugle through a choke here. Cadis is peeking quite aggressively though, as if he does want to try and get something done. Maybe he's just trying to, he'll probably just spam pipes and stickies over, and then they'll send a buff soldier through to follow up on any damage that Cadis gets.
Oh, it looks like Am's going in, so Adiski's going to be the one that's going to be flying forward. He's on the cookie tape, does get the second rocket up, but it's not going to be enough damage.
Oh, that was a very nice movement from Cookie Jake there. I think he actually landed at taking 0 damage up until that third rocket, I think.
Oh, here comes the counter aggression from Garbugle. He's going to go in, does get a rocket on start, holds the Uber.
That was very close again. Like Garbugle had the shot lined up. If he had just a tiny amount of time, he would have definitely hit that second rocket on start. That would have been the force.
Adiski going AFK for a bit. As we see Cade is just spamming through choke. He's just exchanging pleasantries at this point. Just letting know that, yo, I'm here, Froyo, come at me at any point.
Tiger poking and prodding his PC, trying to see if he can make any space there. I'm wondering if they're going to try and just stack and get an off class now.
I really like, you mentioned it before, but I really like the position from Cookie Jake and how Froyo set up. But Adiski's going to go in again, does get the force off this time around. Cookie Jake dropping down to 49 HP. We might see some counter aggression coming with the last remnants of this Uber, but it looks like Froyo just going to just assume the position, just stay where they were before previously.
Yeah, they're set up so that, like, they've got all the projectiles in the high ground. So yeah, like they're trying to come through PC. That should be a very easy course for Froyo.
They're very, very close. Oh, the jump hit from Cadis again does the same thing. It's very unfortunate not getting any frags, and that he's brought his team a lot of room. Yomps with some sick directs. Unlucky on getting a frag on these as well, so it's going to be time for the point. Se7en have got the ground, they'll be happy with this. This is actually going to be notoriously like a harder last to push out from, a harder position to push out from Froyo. So do you think all that
very
they'll
defensively near choke though? Like they do have one soldier, no, Adiski's, yeah. Oh, he's trying to get himself banned in TF2 with a wall bug there.
Banning 27 HP. Habib's going to just launch out of one as well. It looks like he's going to retake this second for free.
Yeah, Adiski might, if he gets the forward spawn, might sit as an off-class and spawn, might, oh no, definitely not. Froyo are waiting for a choke. Cannot see him getting, go forward spawn for Adiski. Alright, Cap's up second. It's pretty much even over here. Froyo might try and just push.
They have done it a few times where they just give Banner the juice.
Yeah, I think if Cadis is like too close at choke, sometimes they just bomb through from sewer and choke at the same time, just get the pick on him and just kind of force start to drop players one by one.
Yeah, and we see Se7en, they're going to probably go for their normal position, which is normally put Tiger on the fence, just to sort of like hang about.
Yeah, having the scouts up there, it just makes it virtually impossible for a soldier to get through. I said that, hopefully they'll get through.
Oh, it looks like Froyo wanted to go for a little bit of aggression, but there's going to be a distraction. Banning does get piped through like Garbugle, went in through choke. Both has been cleared up without any issues. This is actually an opportunity for Se7en maybe, as Arik does pick up Thalash on the flank. Yomps going to be holding down Suez pretty much by himself. They're going to be pretty thin on the reinforcements here with Banning and Garbugle now respawning. But again, Se7en, they are in the driving seat. They do not need to make any rash decisions.
Yeah, I was about to say, Thalish is probably just checking off classes. He might. Nope, he's just staying on scout as well. They just want to have as strong a hold as possible. If they were on the back foot, they might have run the sniper to try and get a pick and then push mid, but they don't need to push.
Oh, Cadence with so much damage. Cookie J dropping down to 6 HP. That was a monk as if I'd ever seen one. That was so close.
And they were going to probably just buff everyone back up and Froyo and then just try and push again. Yeah. Let's see, where are they trying to go? They're just kind of standing around the rock here, still just buffing everyone up. A deep full control. You might try. I think it's the same sort of play. Yeah, from PC. They're trying to do the same thing.
Oh, Cadence getting caught out. Garbuglo acts on it. Is able to get a frag. I mean, it's not a medic force, but it will do. It negates a lot of damage coming from Se7en. So it could be an opportunity for froyotech to just maybe walk in through, and they are going to do that. Adiski, sorry, Ams is going to be the one that goes aggressive. He gets cleaned up as well. We might just see Se7en completely bail out now. Yomps does get a direct onto Adiski, and he does finally fall. So it's going to be everybody on Se7en just hightailing it out of there and getting ready for a last defense.
Yeah, it's just exactly what we were saying before. When Cadus is just that bit too close to choke, he's not really got the support there. They're just going to bomb someone in.
Here we go. It's a hero shot by the Se7en Tiger. He's going to carry on going aggressive here. So this could actually be a bit risky if he gets caught out. But I think because they're in an Uber situation, it might be hard. Arik is going to get picked up.
Yeah, he might now choose to off classes to push into this last. Looks like Se7en might want to push out. Ty's no, he's just switching on Dingy just to strengthen the hold instead. Doesn't need to rely on a miracle pick. Adiski picked off by Banny.
A bit too aggressive in lobby. Yeah. Does get picked up, so they're going to be again a player down, but Thalish has gone poot to respond to this, and it looks like there was a bit of a forced aggression going in.
Stark died? What? I think he must have been up on top and just dropped to fall damage.
Yeah, I think he got popped up and maybe just cratered from the damage. I mean, Banny did go in as well, so this is actually going to be like really difficult. Start's going to be respawning in 1 second, so they will have their heals back on. The only problem is that they won't have a large amount of defensive capabilities that they really sort of needed.
They do have the sentry up from Tiger. They've got Dispenser going up as well, and they've got the heavy sitting on top.
It looks like they're going to be gearing up to go for a push now. It looks like they're going to go through right side lobby. They're going to walk in though, so the sentry gun's going to be the main focus again. So the majority of that, there is no more Uber left. So they've literally used that just to take space. Tiger does go nice sniper to see if he can get a frag onto Cookie J, but there's so many frags coming out. Garbuglo's 2 HP. Banny is cleaning up. It's just going to be Tiger and Cadence left alive, but they're doing a bit of work. And unfortunately, it's going to be a round for froyotech. It sits at 2-1 with 13 minutes remaining.
That was a nice push from Froyo. Like, the sentry was on that right-hand side from their perspective, and that's exactly what Se7en were looking for before. Maybe if they actually try the sentry in the other spawn, it might be able to strengthen their hold a bit and just kind of waste a bit more of the Uber from Froyo.
Yeah, showing the aggression from Banny and Jumps to get a drop on Stark, absolutely crucial. Kada's doing a lot of damage on Habib to start off with, and it looks like it might see some more focus on the point, but Tiger brought down low. Banny chases him down, and it's going to be, Garbuglo gets picked up at the top. Jumps going deep in choke. Is he going to get cleaned up in time? Arik is going to be following up on the aggression as well. Jumps, he skill stick Starkey. He's taking him down as well. Adiski does cleaning him up, and it's going to be Arik that picks up Arms as well. It's going to be Thalish and Adiski are both, I believe, moving their way back to their second.
Just playing it safe. Ty's on sniper. He might come out from rollout and maybe get the pick on at Cookie Jake if he looks towards Sewer. Oh no, Tiger. Spinning around, he's not sure what he wants to do. Nope, might peek now.
Cookie Jake's in such a good position though. This positioning's absolutely mad from froyotech. Like anticipating a sniper, a hero shot, and he was just standing behind the point whilst the team transitions onto second. There's going to be a full ad from froyotech as they look to go for another last push attempt. And they're going to go in from right side. The sentry, again, going to be the main focus. The sentry's just been swapped out, hasn't been destroyed. This is going to be a class swap. A lot of space being created with this Uber, but no frags just yet. Thalish is the first one to die from it. There's still not much happening though. Garbuglo does die in response. Ams goes to the point, doing a lot of defensive work, doing a lot of damage. Tiger's going to be the one to help clean it up. It's going to be Adiski and Stark, just 2 left alive. And it's going to be froyotech. They're going to overpower and take it. It's going to be 2-2.
That looked like such a bad Uber towards the end there. Like half of Froyo were just stuck up in the panic room there. They were just standing there, just staring down a disc. I guess they just dropped down onto the low ground, and Se7en just didn't have any real answer. They just picked everyone off one by one. Stark hit a nice arrow onto Ty, almost kept him alive, but Banny was just too quick in the cleanup.
Yeah, Habib is going to be the one that's going to be a little bit slower this time. He's actually on 90 HP, so he's going to get the health pack. Adiski is going to jump in, does find his way into the PC, but gets cleaned up by Banny. Cadus getting a frag with the Cookie Jake, so they got the heal advantage. It looks like, and I expect that Se7en will just look like to get out of there. Banny tries to go a bit aggressive. Is brought down such a low amount of HP. Stark in a bit of a precarious position.
Yomps is in top PC here. He might wait for the health pack and then try and go for a play here. He hasn't been spotted. Lash has just missed him in the time there. Yeah, Yomps is bombing round.
Yomps is going through.
Speed shots.
Stark is on 76%. It wasn't healing for someone for just a small moment. Tiger does get cleaned up though.
Yeah, he was mega deep. I'm not sure how he got so far, if he was just deliberately trying to suicide for Cookie Jake there, or just any sort of pick really to get the entry for Se7en.
Oh, the double bomb being forced to take this Uber straight away. That was so well coordinated from Froyo. Everybody in that Uber had to be flashed. The soldier popped up in the air, but nowhere shots connect, which is a shame because that would look sick. And it's going to be Habib being forced out into choke. Banny's going to be there as well. There's going to be a big spam magnet in that choke. Cookie Jake is on 56% Uber.
Yeah, Yomps gets forward spawn as well. Froyo might, even though they've not got Ari, they might still choose to just go in right now. It looks like they're posing for it in choke. Yeah, they're just walking right through.
Is there going to be the same amount of aggression that we saw from froyotech on this time, but they're just going to let him in for free? I don't know what the plan was from Adiski. Is very... Oh, he does, unfortunately,
almost
fall to a stray rocket. But there's a back cap going on. Tiger, he needs to win this 1v1. He's going to whip out his pistol, but, oh, the boys were cool. What was that? Anyway, whilst this was going on, the Uber was forced on mid, and it's going to be Thalash and Starkey, the remaining survivors, just going to be building Uber.
Yeah, and they're just sitting as far back as possible right now. Yeah, Habib bombs through. He will get some damage onto the forward spawn. Adiski does switch class back spawns. Do have a full ad here. I don't know if Se7en are going to want to just try and use out here though, or if they want to work a pick. They try and work towards lobby maybe. Okay, this is just going straight to one though.
Oh, the sticky's there. He's going to finally move them, but they are looking like they're going to push out through one, which is normally one of the safest options if you go there quickly, and they are making quick work of it. Oh, the bomb comes. Oh, no! Habib! He takes out three. I have no idea where those tickets were. I think they were just planted behind them. They were completely oblivious to it. Oh, my days. And Habib is going to carry on. He gets the force out. Cookie Jake's on 60%. And it's going to be a case where Froyo are just going to kite this Uber to the end of time. The Uber's run out. The point's being played. And it looks like everyone's going to collapse on it. But Cadus coming and doing fat damage. He's actually going to hold this. Habib is going to be on 31 HP. Cookie Jake is on 90%. He does have Arik with him. Oh dear.
Do you have a soldier, I think? No, he didn't. He just went straight to the point. Wondering if the soldier was going to go fast and try and get into mid on Cookie Jake before he got the Uber. Or before he got spawns even. That was so big from Habib. He almost single-handedly won the round. Froyo are coming in though. They do have ad.
Oh, on the flank though, Tiger so unfortunate on getting the final shots onto Garbuglier. Would have opened up the flank completely. But the second's just going to be retaken by froyotech. And they do have an ad. It's not a fat one, but
they're building up the last bit here just to try and make sure they get it before Froyo are fully in. Banny's in, I think, on his own.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
he leads this so deep. He's going to lead the charge for his team. Looks like they might want to sort of play around the panic room area. Adiski's just going to go forward, doing a lot of damage, but does get caught out with some nice directs by Yomps. And the Uber has been forced as well. Cookie Jake has now finally had to use this, so Froyo have a good advantage on this. It might just be a case where they might have to kite this as much as possible. The collapse on the point again. Tiger, Thalash teaming up, getting some frags, but they are finally taken out by Banny. Thalash does fall. It's just Cadus left alive. And unfortunately, with the world on his shoulders, he couldn't come out on top, and there is a pause.
One of us is going to be if it's a tactical pause or a technical pause. I don't know if we've
Are you allowed tactical pauses here?
I am not sure.
Oh,
I think so. I'm very sure I heard that there was at least you're allowed a couple of pauses, like just for attack. They have to be like kept short though.
How short?
Like 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay.
So, like,
I mean, it's a good time for it.
Well, I guess that's the same as like a CS sort of attack. I think that's just over a minute.
So it's very, very exciting.
Yeah, good. Like, Se7en started off strong, but it seems like, as you said, like, Froyo just find that one weakness and they just exploit it, and they're just going in. Like, their last, like, I guess that was kind of more a weakness on the point of Se7en. Just, I wish I knew where those stickies were when Habib got that 3K. I don't know if it was like Kada's blue stickies back from the door on one, but I don't know if anyone actually cleared them. They try and maybe back up, forget about them, and Habib just...
I mean, I saw Kada sort of like move them, but I'm sure they were detonated. Maybe they weren't, but even so, if they weren't, then they would be walking over them, so someone must have noticed that.
Yeah, someone would definitely shoot.
What I think has happened is he probably started putting stickies behind them, so just launching them over, so if they ever did start moving back, he could just detonate them.
Or they could have just been hidden, because I'm not actually sure where they died. I just know that they did. And from what we hear, we are back in game.
So it's going to be
round number 6.
Se7en on the back foot. For the first time this game, after leading 2 rounds to 0, froyotech coming out on top and just getting 3 rounds, one after the other. Really going nice and aggressive. Adiski going in for a fat jump. Very unfortunate not being able to finish off the frag on that. But, Ams goes in deep, takes out Habib as well. So it's going to be Yomps also goes down on the sidelines. Also, there's going to be 2. Ams with another fat bomb. They're just jumping in all over the place and they're getting so many frags. This is just the start that Se7en needs to respond.
Oh, Tiger might get the pick on the Banny here. Ams does get the frag there. High with the assist.
It's just going to be Banny and Cookie Jake, the last survivors of that mid-fight. They're going to meet up with their team and they're going to be penned to their last. I wonder if we will see a bit of a turtly defense from froyotech.
Checking class here? Nope. Oh, he's committed. Ooh. Now, I've not seen actually anyone from Froyo go spy at all there to check. Sentry from Banny there, right behind the point. It obviously does cover everything, but it should be relatively easy to spam down.
I don't think I've actually seen froyotech off class, if at all.
Arek's on spy, yeah, he's checking Medigun there.
Okay, so...
Sniper. Adiski hiding at 5, okay.
Yumps has gone sniper as
well. That
well.
little ledge that he's standing on is so unbelievably useful sometimes.
Yeah. It's going to be tense, Banny, building up that little sentry gun.
Spike hit.
Been spotted.
Oh, God.
That is unfortunate. He managed to get so far in, but again, just... it's good to, froyotech very alert to it. Most teams are these days, if nothing's actually happening for a few seconds.
That's the thing, one of the only off classes, like if Adiski dies, like if you don't see the soldier straight away, he's on spy. Like you never really see Adiski snipe unless it's just like dead time at the end of a game.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like maybe...
they've held the door, Thalash has gone sniper now.
Yeah, I kind of maybe feel like Se7en made it very hard for Adiski because they didn't really create a distraction anyway. They just did nothing.
I guess it was kind of maybe they were going to wait until Adiski was in position on top and then make the distraction, but he just got picked up.
This is the moment. This is what Se7en needs. Adiski starts by taking out a sentry. The robot is down. First shot rings out. Does unfortunately miss on Habib. Adiski does get taken out by Yomps, though. There was a soldier aggressive on the right side. Does get connected with a body shot. Knocked down to 32 HP. Every time I see a sniper on last on this map, it just reminds me of Sheep at I-52.
Oh, God, to see a repeat of that would that'd be the highlight of LAN.
I would have to go and change in between maps and see a response of the espionage from froyotech, but
just running away.
Arek not committed to the cause.
Diamondback, that was a strange choice.
Gets cold feet. Sentry gun once again is taken out. This sentry placement is questionable. But what works for them, works for them. Anyway, Thalash on the far right. This is going to be very, very hard. There's so much spam being thrown into last. Habib does out-spam Ams, and he does finally get the frag. Cadus, though, Arek also was maybe a little bit overstaying his welcome in lobby. So the play... Oh, that's okay, the sentry position, making sure that one is covered. Bandy's an Uncle James.
Unbelievably close. Garbugli almost dying as well. There went down to about 18 HP. He was incredible. Like, I think he just tried to bomb through lobby and just got no-scoped by Thalash over and over. No way he was getting through there. I don't know if maybe Arik died for that just to get Garbugli out. Couldn't say.
Yeah, there's so much spam coming through in lobby. Yomps goes aggressive, is able to take out Thalash with that. I'm not sure if he's going to stay sniper, if he's going to swap off, but there needs to be a play. There is 2 minutes 30 seconds remaining, and they need to go to they need to equalise this for a golden cap.
Yeah, Thalash on Scout, they might just go for maybe just an Uber exchange. If it goes well, it goes well. If not, they would just try and back out quick and maybe take a DM fight.
Arik is going to be checking for classes. Has he got the bigger owner?
Yep. That's pretty good. But the thing is, running that though, he's also got the diamond back. If he wanted to do a spy play with that, it's really easy for Se7en to check it.
Yeah.
Like when you see a Disky doing it, I think he actually runs all stock except the Cloak and Dagger. So it's almost impossible for them to know that they have the off class.
This is literally just an exchange of spam. Se7en kind of, I mean, this could be part of the greatest play that we'll ever witness in the history of TF2. Adisky is going to go in, going for a bomb off the roof though, but yeah, when you jump it, oh, and
on top.
He's been completely unseen. He does not connect with the second rocket, but that was, I did say that we needed a fat play, and that was a fat play.
That is what Se7en need to do. It was nice, like Adisky just goes in, and the sentry is just going to shoot him until he's dead. So Ams is just free to bomb in. Oh, Adisky's gone heavy. Ooh. It's got the gloves of running urgently.
As he's European, this is the HMS Putis that we're going to be seeing coming in. Has he got, is that the reskin of the default one, or has he got the Natasha? Natasha fan, isn't it? What am I saying?
Yeah, going by the little icon there, yeah, it just looks like the default. I think Natasha's
Just like we might witness poo on poo action as the Uber comes through from Se7en on the left side. The sentry gun's made quick word of, but the Uber has not been threatened. Now Cookie Jake finally does use it, but Cadis does pay with his life. Adisky, despite playing heavy, is also quickly cleaned up, but Yomps is also taken out in return. So maybe just a stare down between the two. There could be a chance we might see some point play, but again, this is just going to be made harder and harder for Se7en as the time slowly ticks down. Yeah, and it looks like they're going for it. A non-Uber push on the far right side, but Habib stands tall, gets a lot of damage, and is able to take out Thalash.
Tiger on that left-hand side, maybe hoping that everyone will go on the right-hand
Habib
side.
does fall. Cadis with a nice pipe. So there's going to be a soldier incredibly low, but does unfortunately pay for his life. I think a narrow got Garbuglo back up to full. The soldier does go down, and he's going to play with it, but it's just going to be Tiger and Adisky left alive. There's 3 seconds left, and that is all. froyotech take the first map to lead the series 1-0.
Where did it all go wrong? They were doing so well.
Oh my goodness.
They were doing very well, and then just froyotech just turned it on.
I kind of feel like maybe it's so difficult, but there just seemed to be so many places where it went a little bit too complacent, like the drop onto start from last.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what happened there.
It's
especially with it. That's one of the things. I can't remember who it was. It was someone went on a rant to me about it last night about how fall damage in the game is literally just a random spread. It could be a tiny amount of damage, or it could be huge, and there's no way of ever predicting it. Maybe Stark tried to play the odds.
I feel like that's a little bit of inexperience on Medic coming through, though. I mean, you know, if you're going to fall, you know, if you're on low HP, you're in the air, you know, you're going to fall down to the ground. And
yeah, it might just be, well, they're holding last. He's just going to go for the big play and not pop at all.
Looking at my favourite things, which are logs and numbers,
I'm seeing that Vanny KD straight away.
4.3. I mean, he does play a heavy juiced up scout.
Yeah. Same amount of deaths as Stark, just only 8 deaths.
But I kind of feel like the logs kind of show exactly how the game went.
Same damage per minute for Adisky, Ams, and Thalash, all at 187.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a shame that damage couldn't have been 287. They might have won.
Yeah.
Obviously, but
again, it's something to see that Thalash and Stark almost like the exact same deaths, just that they're always the last 2 alive. They're always the 2 that get out. They'll just go out, build Uber.
Yomps and Garbuglia, Phil, played like very, very well. The pressure that was applied by Yomps as well. Like there were so many times when every time Se7en were in their lobby, like if there was, as I said, mentioned earlier, if there was a window, they took it, and there was so many like gaps where he just thought, they're all there.
Yeah.
I'm not being spammed out right now. I'm just going to make a short jump in, have a little see.
I think in that one of those times is when Thalash was sniping and he did get the pick onto him, and then I think that was like 2 minutes left, and then that's when they decided to try, I think, that double bomb with the Disky and Ams, and then had their Disky heavy.
I do kind of feel like that these kind of plays maybe took a little bit too long to really come to the heads.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't actually run like the Thalash sniper again, just to see if they could just keep trying. I feel like that's a lot more reliable than whatever the Disky strat is with the heavy. I feel like the last sniping's probably a lot more consistent.
What's
Unless he was just
the
feeling it.
second map?
I have a Civ for a memory. I'm gonna. It was process and then something, then product.
What was that something?
I'm not actually sure.
Does anybody in the crowd know what the second map is quickly?
Gully wash?
Gully Wash. Oh.
Yeah, because Froyo picked Gully and then picked product.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So we're going to have a bit of maybe about a 10-minute break. Yeah. I think there's a few sort of issues players might need to sort out.
Yeah, I guess that's probably why they were pausing in the middle of the game.
My config doesn't work and all that lot. So do stay tuned.
Shark's Mouse 2 got unbound.
Do stay tuned. Do not go away, please.
You were aiming for probably the higher you hit it hard. Oh, you hit it so hard. If I called you right now, would you pick up? I wonder this all night. I wonder this all night. You see, you have been on my mind this whole time. I never wanna stay alone at night. You see, you've controlled my mind this whole time. I never wanna feel alone again.
Hi guys.
You're right. We're back for more TF2, and the next map is
Gully Wash.
yeah.
I remembered it this time. Third time's the like 8th time, I think.
So for those
John.
that might have joined us late,
Yeah.
I also refer to these people as idiots. The series leads 1-0 to froyotech after a very, very, very close game
Yeah,
on
that
process.
was incredibly close. That was a very good game.
And Se7en leading 2-0, and then unfortunately dropping 3 rounds in succession and not able
What I
to.
wish I'd looked at in the logs, I don't actually know if it showed up of how many mid-fights actually went Seven's way, because I don't feel like it was many.
I felt like
It could have actually just been 2 and 1 for each round they won, but
Can we get the logs back
are
up,
we able?
please?
I don't know if we're able to see that on the logs. I know you can in the normal site, but I know we've got like the special logs here with the overlay
If,
and all that.
If only we had an observer PC where I could open the logs.
Yeah.
But
Don't want to appear unprofessional and just open a mobile phone and do it.
you know what? You could do it.
Probably could, man. I could go like this.
just do it.
It's off screen.
Just-
if my phone wasn't a pile of garbage.
It's in your.
I'd do
It looks like you're low on battery as well, to be honest.
Yes, it is. I'm at 52, and
I'm
I've
on-
actually not done anything with my phone today.
I'm on 65%.
It's
Okay, we're live,
live already.
Andy, so the game started. Possibly.
let's go in.
Oh,
The game.
boy. Oh, it looks
Oh,
like
it's
the game
behind us.
has started. We do
Got it.
finally have the
There we
feed.
go.
And we joined in at the right moment. Tiger slamming 2 nerds to the ground. And it looks like Se7en are going to be taking the first mid, but Abs looks like he went a bit too aggressive to try and get onto Cookie Jake. And it looks like, never mind, everybody else on Se7en is also going to go aggressive. It's a 1v1.
Tyler.
Oh, hello. It's a beat. But Bunny finally does
So
get
last-
picked up.
Last bullet alive there.
The boys
Right.
were called. Oh, hello,
wow,
got
that's a
Booglet
bomb.
going with Fat Rocket doing some lots of damage, but Thalash does hang around too long as well. Habib as well, connecting everything. And
Oh, look, Yomps goes instantly. Here's that damage on
Yomps
his
does
Stark.
get airshot, popped under the sky.
There we
Oh!
go. Stark does pop the Uber though.
The Uber is popped, and it's going to be quite difficult. Oh, there's only 3 left alive though, so this could be an opportunity. This might force froyotech to take a bit of a dodgy trade if they try and go for Riverside. Does look like they're going to do it. There are stickies placed in the correct position for this. Is it going to be the deck? Is it going to be timed right? There is a scout down, so they do get a pick here, and they are actually still bleeding players, but there are going to be 2 more spawns coming up for froyotech.
Just a Banny Uber here, just goes solo.
Oh.
He's just going to get in and get everything.
Cadus does go down through, drop down. The Uber still on him, and 2 shots him as well. This man is bringing out the meat, but not in that kind of way. And they're going to retake middle point for froyotech.
Big advantage here for Se7en. They don't get any forward spawns, so they're not going to be able to choke. And yeah, he just needs to jump away. Hopefully, doesn't get picked off. So he gets out. They might be able to contest from top here.
Yeah,
they sent Uber.
They actually have an Uber advantage, just like they did Uber early, but they seem to be a bit caught in 2 minds. Start does take a rocket to the face, and they do Uber maybe a little bit earlier than they really should have.
Like just showing that respect, thinking Garbuglio's going to hit that second direct. Shout out to Drac, doing that a lot last year at LAN.
Do you think maybe that they were really passive up there? I mean, I felt like they should have
were
gone in ages ago.
They didn't have the full Uber, and Froyo got straight in, and you can see so they have so much cap time.
I mean, I
just
kind
of
of
minds about whether they wanted to commit or not.
I kind of felt like they really needed to go, balls to the walls, but never mind, they paid for it. They Ubered early, and now they're on 65% to Uber. Ams does get some damage to try and sort of make us a bit uncomfortable for froyotech, who look like they're going to go through big door. Adiski does actually catch, looks like Yomps on the flank as well, Tiger. Oh, he's getting absolutely mulched by Arik, and he does fall. Arik on about 59 HP on that. And it's going to be just a move to last from Se7en.
That was unlucky for Ty. He just caught that 1 meter shot. Oh, this Uber has been...
That is, so many players have been flashed, and the Uber ad on this is meaty as well. And they're not going to follow in with it. Maybe the Deadman's not the best option for this situation, but I felt like this could have been a little bit fatter than it could have really showed.
I think it was due to Lash being on Pyro there.
Yeah.
Or Ty just not close by. They would have chased in if they had the scout, but I don't think they did.
Pyro's broken. He could have,
Yeah, he does have the Scott shot equipped. Good to see that.
Yeah, Scorch Shot is by far one of the dumbest Pyro weapons, I think.
Yeah, it's I hope Valve don't listen, don't change it, but it is very broken. Maybe not broken, but it is.
I don't know. I feel like
the choice if you want to be useful as Pyro.
It's the knockback from that you get from when you
and it destroys stickies, and it's got AOE damage.
The knockback is just obscene. But anyway, Stark is going to be getting his Uber shortly. So froyotech.
The sentry's really far forward here. I kind of like that. It does mean they can't really spam it from River as easily.
It's going to force both soldiers to be standing on that the fence on Riverside if they want to go on it, and if they have a Pyro there, it's just it's dead.
Yeah, I think he'll be just peeking over the balcony there.
But froyotech being very seasoned gamers on this map, it's going to be
high on sniper here.
Oh, Arik going to play the point, and it's just going to be Cadus on it, and he does. He moves forward, brings out the meat again, almost takes out Adiski. He's 4 HP. Buddy goes through sneaky, does take him out. The Uber is forced, and it looks like this is actually maybe not so bad, but Cookie Jake and Habib are the ones that are left alive. They are going to have to chase them, but
with the point almost
Tiger
captured.
is chasing here. He's clearing stickies, but spawns are 2 seconds away for Froyo. I don't think they're going to be able to do this.
Oh, I feel like it's going to be crucial that they cap this second,
yeah,
but it
they're
looks
all
like they've
ready.
backed out of it, and it's going to be very difficult. But Ams comes in through choke, does hit Cookie Jake with a rocket.
But yeah, Flash on NG already. Tiger on Pyro this time. They're going to sit up on the pipes here, just able to deny the Uber as soon as it comes in. Banny not quite. Oh, Tiger knows Banny's there, but he doesn't know that Ty's there. Oh, he's giving it away before the Uber.
Here we go. It's going to be a pure display of holding down right mouse button as the Pyro reflecting a lot of rockets, doing a lot of work with this Uber. The sentry gun does fall. Yomps is going to go for the point, trying to play on Cadence as well. Takes him out straight away. But Dalash with the HMS Putis. Tiger with the reflect as well. And it's going to actually be a complete collapse. Tiger's going to carry on with Pyro and be forced down. And it's going to be Banny. And Cookie Jake, look at this man go. He's setting the world on fire.
Got the soldier chasing Cookie Jake. He does have Arakin Gorbugli up now. Yeah, 7. I don't think they're going to commit. Oh, Tiger just has. He's committing to this Pyro play. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get much done here. Oh, the soldier does go in.
Oh, Adiski so close.
Doesn't really get much damage. I think he got Yomps a little bit, but didn't get any damage onto Cookie Jake.
You know what? I told someone, can't remember who it was, to run Pyro and Gully Wash because it's amazing. This is all me. If we win this, you can thank me, everyone. Anyway, there's going to be some aggression from Big Dot. 7 do pop the Uber incredibly early. Just me
catching a pipe.
Not best case scenario, and with Ams going down on the flank as well, with Yomps just being the tank and actually surviving for this Tiger though. His corpse gets sent to the sky, and it's going to be a huge collapse. It's just going to be Stark left alive. This is not the way that it was meant to go, and it's going to be froyotech looking like they're going to be taking the first round, unless the spawns that are going to be coming up from 7 could say anything about it. But it's going to require a monumental effort for that to happen. Tiger back on his main class. I'm sure he'd like it to be known that way anyway, just reflecting as much as he can. The Uber does come out finally, but there's too much point present, too many frags.
That huge damage from Habib there on the top left, just getting like 200 into the heavy instantly. And on mid, there was a point where Thalash tried to jump up onto the point and just didn't quite make it. He had like a clear shot onto one of the scouts. Everything could have gone differently there on that mid fight if Thalash hadn't beefed his jump.
Yeah, it's so we're going to be on the second mid. froyotech lead 1-0 in this best of 5. Habib doing so much damage at the start. Starkey's going to be catching so many rollers as well. It's going to make it a little bit tricky. He's going to go like, Yobs gets air shot. Oh my days, that was massive. And Ams is going to pick up Garbuglia as well. So again, another convincing mid fight as it stands for 7. There is going to be a player disconnected on the floor, and there's going to be a target for Ams to go forward, but the question was not synced, and this might actually force 7 to leave. That was a little bit uncoordinated there.
Yeah, I'm not really 7 just crumbled in that mid there. They got like an okay start, but Froyo just dominant. Like, I think they got early damage on Stark as well, caught like a roller or something, got like down to 100 HP, but just didn't follow up. But Stark,
there is a player behind from froyotech, I think, as well. It's Arik. It's going to was in a lot of trouble in the lobby, but he does get picked up by Ams.
I just got 1 HP there. I'm not sure where he was, but that's incredibly close.
I think he was also fighting Arik in the lobby, who is absolutely hitting his shots. He's having an amazing performance. Normally outshone by Banny, I guess, but you know, playing the beam scout.
Completely denied any play from Ams there, just sitting back watching drop down.
Yeah. But it's going to be equal Ubers. Arik has gone sniper. This is probably just going to be a case of just slowing down the game, just making it very, very difficult for 7 to really sort of maneuver and rotate between choke and big door.
Arik's been careful. He's not really called for medic, so they don't know that they actually have the sniper yet, as far as I'm aware. He's not really shown the dot either. This could come as a complete surprise to anyone.
There was a thanks, mate. They might have heard that, and we'll see. So the first shot is unsuccessful. It'll be interesting to see how 7 can respond to this, if they want to go aggressive and abuse the fact that there's going to be a sniper, or if they just play it safe.
Right below Arik right now on lower. He can come out the door right now, I think, and actually get a clear shot on Arik.
Oh, this is
just too many people.
There just seems that there must be a call. Somebody must know that this is going on, but no one's going on to that. Adiski's just sitting at the bottom.
I think it could be too easy for him to get picked off, and then, you just hide in that corner. you've not got enough off to actually see that if you want to check lobby as you go in, or check for sticks.
I guess maybe the problem I didn't see is that there could be stickies on that door as well.
Drop down looking for Cookie Jake is only finding yomps. And the business end of a Scarga.
This is very, very back and forth, just like Process, but it's not the start that Se7en needed. And it looks like, again, froyotech might go through big door. They seem to literally want to push on any player that sacks or anything. They always use these small player advantages. And they are going to go through Banny. He's going to get the juice once again. There's a lot of spam coming to this way, though. Garbugle does die. I think that's a choke, so it's going to be completely open. Adiski does go in to follow up on some aggression, but again, it's asking so much from the soldiers on Se7en to do something. Tiger waiting for an Arik, gets picked up by Banny, but Banny does fall as well. Arik has made his way through lower. So the flank is now open.
Don't know if he wants to try and spawn camp a Disky or if he's going to just wait here until high spawns and try and go for the 1v1 and catch him unaware.
Yeah,
He'll be sitting with his scoreboard open right now, just waiting for him.
It's surprising that this has also been uncalled, like nobody had any idea, but I guess the flank of Se7en going down was being exploited there. Arik is now looking like he might make a move.
I think maybe waiting to make sure that there was no one going to be... Disky seems to...
Yeah, I think Adiski has seen him. And it looks like somebody is in. It's Garbugle, but it does create a Stark. Holds on. He was on 40 HP. Behind the point, Arik goes in as well, but there's lots of frags coming out. That's 3-4 going the way of Se7en. They should be able to pick up this midpoint for free.
And Ty's going really aggressive here. If he goes faster, if he can catch Cookie Jake and get at least...
Oh, here we go. He goes on the Cookie Jake, is able to connect, but this seems so uncharacteristic. Where is that 96% accuracy that we're used to seeing on at least one map anyway? Yomps goes up through drop down. Isn't able to connect on the rockets.
Stark still on full HP. That was just unlucky there for him. Seems it's happened before to AMS as well. The medic's just not exactly where you'd think to hold and choke.
And it seems drop down of both teams being exploited. Banny just does not give a shit. He's just going big through choke. He finds Cadus is low, and Banny's just going to hang around. He wants the Uber. He's trying to make him flash as much as possible. Banny does hang around a little bit too much, being a bit too disrespectful. Is picked up by Thalash. And Habib in choke doing so much damage. They're so fearful of him.
Banny did such a good job of making him multi the Uber, but Cadus just ignored him and just put stickies all over choke. There was no way Banny was going to get out there. So he had to just try and go through big doors or try and get any pick. But when you're 1v5, it's very unlikely you're going to get anything.
So 17 minutes remaining in this map. It stands 1-0 to froyotech and 1-0 in the series in its best of 5.
Wonder what the play is going to be from Se7en here. They're going to just try and muscle. They might just try and do exactly what Froyo have been doing, and just try and muscle their way into a big door. Probably was sitting right above choke. Not sure if his feet would be visible for Cadus there, or if his shadows enabled he could see something.
I mean, you could if you throw a sticky on the fence just to the left of it. You get him anyway.
Yeah.
But we'll.
Both teams have a carpet of stickies all over.
Yeah, they're just maybe just seizing each other up. Oh, hello, AMS goes in.
Does get one rocket off, only does about 30 damage to Cookie Jake.
I don't know actually, but having said that, on process it didn't work so well, but maybe sending in 2 people if you just want to go for a sack, that might just be too much of a commitment. But if you go for a sack and you can Uber through choke, I feel like maybe they are quite aware that froyotech would exploit that immediately and just go for the flank or something.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm wondering if they could try and do a play like that with someone at choke, but also run someone behind at the same time. So maybe just make Froyo think that there's an off class.
Oh, AMS looks like he wants to go in again. Is going to go in, does get one rocket. Oh, so close onto Cookie Jake. Knocks him down to 68 HP. I kind of feel if they're going to go for this constant sacking, they may need to be a bit quicker on getting AMS alive, healing back in. Arik just spy checking his own player there.
Me as well. So, Soldier running maybe a bit faster than he should do. But that's I was thinking about AMS' first bomb. He jumped in really high. What he needed to do was exactly what he did the second time, just go low and fast, just make it a lot harder for the scouts to actually deny him. He's going too fast, they're just not going to be able to do enough damage to actually
We'll
hold
see
momentum.
what the players... I would like to see a sniper or something. This is the time that's spent doing nothing is just going to be time wasted.
I feel if they bomb a Disky in now and he goes spy, Froyo will just see right through it.
Yeah. I feel like
it'd be far too obvious.
yeah. Oh, a disc.
Does when he gets air shot.
Absolutely mulched.
Doesn't get doubled, so he's not might not appear in a frag movie, but he did get air shot.
Only thing that was a little bit sketchy there was Cookie Jake wasn't actually looking up, and I mean, like, I don't know, you kind of want to see what's coming towards you.
You're possibly impending doom.
Yeah, and I mean, he was also jumping, so if a rocket landed on his head,
Take the fall
that was
down.
the only thing I was a bit, you know, that happens quite a lot. It's a rarity, but if you miss-time your jumps, it kind of is very damaging.
But I just kind of standing above choke here. I guess like
Oh, hello. But, oh, the Uber's just going to come through. They're going to go for a straight trade. Oh, no, they don't get anything. And Banny, he's just going to plow through. He's going to come in like a record boy. He's going to focus start. But he seems to be a little bit untoward. The pistol comes down, does finish him off. And it's going to be the flank from froyotech now coming in. Cade is going to be alone in choke. He's going to get out. His pain train does knock down Yomps down to 27 HP. And that is the only saving part of that is that they got Cookie Jake. But that was, ooh.
I think it should have been a single Uber from Se7en there going through choke, because that's all Froyo had to do, just solo Banny there. He'll just walk in and he'll just farm.
So once again, Se7en find themselves on their last point.
I think Se7en had a quick spy check as well there. Looks like they might.
Yeah, they're
They
very.
don't see an Uber, they might just try and push.
Oh,
Habib,
hello.
whoa.
Habib getting caught out. Might actually fall. He does fall down to Cadence. And with the frags onto Yomps as well. So 2 frags are pushing out on Gully Watch last. Is a miracle by all accounts. And they have retaken a second almost as quick as it was taken away from them. This is the aggressive play that they need. And to be uncharacteristically getting caught out there, Cadence just going to go through, doing a lot of damage. And it's going to be. Oh! Ams with the air shot. I think it was a wall shot, but won't allow it anyway. I think it counts on the logs. Takes out Cookie Jake, and they are going to have a full ad on the side of Se7en, and this is the aggression that needs to be in response. They are coordinated. Oh, this could be fat.
I'm hoping that he runs pain train quite a lot. I'm hoping that he's got it equipped right now, so that he can just get on point and make a point. But he might just want to try and go in again onto.
They have full Uber advantage, but whilst they could do this, it maybe could go for the point plate. It looks like it's going to go for it. They're going to stand on it. Edjiski's on it. It doesn't have the pain train. The collapse is going to come through, but there is no response from froyotech. It sits at 1-1.
That's one thing. Everyone makes the jokes. Se7en, they don't push. They never push, and then as soon as they do the one dry push, it's just completely unexpected, and it just wins them the entire round there.
Yeah, they push, they open that door, and they walk through it, and now sits at 1-1, and Gully Wash. There's 12 minutes, 30 seconds remain as we go on to the third minute. Oh, fat bomb! Meaty from Abs takes out Habib almost straight away. The only problem though,
Nice pipe from
a fat
Kate.
pipe.
All right.
It's going to be 2. It's going to be 3v3. Tiger, Danash. Look, they're going to chase. It's going to be a chase now. Oh, here we go. Cookie Jake. He's going to get caught out. He's 86. Pick up the health patch. Go on, Tiger. Oh, with 4 meat shots.
And the taunt, the bucket of chicken taunt, as we saw earlier.
Oh!
Almost picked. That's the second time he's been caught off guard by Habib spawning when he's been taunting. That happened on Friday on Process. I'm pretty sure he was taunting last and died to it. Habib just missing the sticky trap. Don't know if he saw a disky going down river there. Well, he knows he's there now, but I don't think he saw him before. Full Uber from Se7en coming in here.
Yeah, it's going to be the Uber through Shard straight away. Dalash is going to take out this Pyro by the looks of things, but no, it's going to be thwarted almost immediately. There's going to be 3 down for the side of Se7en. This was not the push that they wanted.
Yeah, they just got instantly shut down. The Pyro was just standing right at the shutter door. They just didn't focus him down quick enough. Tiger's getting chased in river here. Turns round. Yeah, that's all he can do in that situation. Like he's getting chased by 2 scouts. He can hope they manages to get like 1.
Oh, Habib, incredibly low, big door, dropped down to 6 HP. Looks like 7
Flash, going last.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
he's going to get
going for the pick.
This is an absolute collapse. This is an absolute clean-up. It's going to be Garbugler in choke, but it's just going to be maybe 3 left alive. This is absolutely going to be possibly going to be a round.
Camp here. He is against 2 soldiers.
And this is going to be this is it.
Last
This may be a point play, and it is. It's 2-1 for Se7en.
That was again like really just well played from Se7en. I'm trying to hear what the crowd are chanting.
Banny, go home.
Banny, go home. That's a chant. Habib going for a big door rollout here. I think they're just going to go up onto Se7en's side here on mid. Just the mids haven't been working, so they're just going to change it up.
Yeah, it's going to be Cadis, going to be on the top left alone. They're going to be going aggressive now. They're going to go up for the right side, although Habib has been playing big door a little bit. Like this may be a response to the aggression from Se7en, almost immediate. Oh, air shot coming through and being penciled up in the sky. Arik does finish him off. Tiger is going to chase down, Bandy's going to chase down Tiger on the floor, but whilst that was going on, his team, where's his team?
Oh,
Baby Rage, there's no one here, he's left alone.
1v1 until
Oh, wow, he gets two. Oh, is he going to carry on with this? No, he does get
Tiger
taken out.
Whew. That was very close. I was just seeing everyone, like, that was, you could see the comm coming through just as someone, not sure who it was that Adiski got the kill on, but you could see him standing as like 9 HP in big door. Banny instantly just shoots to switch him.
This
is really
is
nice.
Se7en is turning up. They have the response that they needed, and they are doing the work. They are putting it in. Froyo, though, are always.
Am's just pulling them out of top as well there. They know they can't stay.
Froyo are always a stable team. There is all they play from behind. They have the I guess I saw them, so I was cheating, but Cadis didn't. He does get taken out at the start of this push, and they leave.
They also had the pyro there that, again, he's just spamming.
Habib going forward. Dallas cleaning up again. This is actually maybe a really, really bad mistake. There is no sentry. There is no heavy classes apart from one soldier. Arik is on Pyro. The Pyro comes through, but the cleanup is there. It's Cookie Jake last alive. He gets the Uber.
He's popped on point.
The respawns come in, and Stark does. Oh, that was absolutely amazing by Cookie Jake, bringing the plays out, getting the saw.
Se7en just not aware of how quick the spawns were going to come in from Froyo there. It looked like they were probably just complete. They were fine just giving Cookie Jake the saw. I think they'll just clear him up, but just not expecting the spawn.
Oh dear, what a play by Cookie Jake, really coming out on top for his team. I think if he didn't get that saw, that must be over though.
Oh, definitely.
And it's going to, well, the confidence are with Se7en, you can see it. They're taking the fights and they're winning them, but not that one. Thalash does fall down to Banny. Maybe the curse is real. Oh, and the direct onto Banny takes him out as well. There is going to be, that's a combo pretty much going to be opened up. Garbugler is going to be on top of the point, taking some ground. Tiger does fall as well. It's going to be Cadis. He's going to be in. He's going to make his way out. That was fortunate. Just on the wrong side of that rocket.
It is pretty much even Uber though. Like Se7en know that Froyo used. I don't know why they sacked so many people knowing that, or I feel they should have known that it was pretty much Uber. Are they going to go and hope, or are they going to check a discate? Not looked up.
Oh, no one's looked up. Oh, he tried to go for the sink. Floods it.
One rocket.
Oh, so close. I think it was Cookie Jake. Oh, he was. I haven't got my glasses.
Went down to 40 HP there.
Yeah, so
Uber from both teams.
Sits at 2-1. There is a 2-man advantage now, just a 1-man advantage. And froyotech again. They are flexing. They are putting the. Oh, Stark drops down, forces the Uber exchange. This might have actually been the most. Oh, this could actually be really, really bad. Stark's going to get caught out in lobby. There is no one there with him. That is an absolute horrendous disaster. It's going to be Cadis left alone on last as well. It's going to be a Disky in lobby, and it's just going to be Ams. One left alive to defend the last. Tiger's going to respawn as well, but Stark, that was horrendous blunder.
I don't know what he's thinking. If he wanted to try and move forward earlier, like honestly, they probably could have had a solo Uber with Ams at choke against like all 4 of them. They could have probably gotten away with that and then waited for the resupply, like the extra players to come in. But it looks like we've gone into another pause. Don't know if it's a technical issue or
could be
tactical.
Could be one of those. Yeah, it could be a tactical.
Yeah,
I feel like it is. I feel like this is the well, a scenario that kind of asks for it more than anything.
Yeah.
Especially after that bit of rattle play from Stark, I feel that was very
questionable.
Yeah, it was not good. I mean, it kind of looked like he was just hanging on the edge of that the catwalk there and kind of got knocked down. So it's not really a position he should be in. He just needs to be a bit more defensive.
With so many players down, like I don't know why they were that far forward anyway. Maybe it could have been someone calling they wanted to take the Uber forward, or I don't know, maybe Stark wanted to just try and take it forward and just deny them from getting second and waiting for spawns to come in.
I'm sure they will know.
A number of things. Or maybe he just had a broken keyboard and W.
Yep, maybe. And it looks like we are back in the game, so it sits at 2-2. froyotech just getting that one round that's needed to tie up the tie up the map. The series lead is 1-0 to froyotech, and the bombs come through. Arms again, absolutely rocks Habib. And it's going to be Bandit's going to be clearing up arms. Both the soldiers from the side on Se7en have committed to this. It's Garbuglia and Choke, and he cleans up Stark. This is the tight thing that happens every single time in this map. They throw their shoulders, and I hope they win. But maybe this isn't the right play. Both scouts going to be teaming up, but they're going in one by one. That was not coordinated. Disky's going to be spawning fast, so he might have an opportunity to hide, but
he's just going to go back to the last. That was pretty sad. Now, they started off really well getting the pick on Habib, but it looked like after they got that, Se7en just didn't really know what to do. See, yeah, Van just walking through choke here, just checking for any hiders. Yeah, checking behind the rock. He's checking everywhere.
yeah,
Not
it's
wanting to get the drop on them.
it looks like it might be a classic last defense from Se7en. Bring out all of the off classes, all of the gimmicks that they could possibly find. The sentry being spammed out pretty well, stopping it from being leveled up to a third one, Dalash. In also a classic pyro spot, also a very annoying one, as there is an advantage on the side of froyotech. Going to see if they want to act on that margin. It looks like they do. Zark is going to be on 95%, so he's going to be getting the Uber. The sentry doing its work, staying up for a long amount of time. The Uber comes out from Se7en, and it's going to be a case of cleaning up these frags. There might be an opportunity to re-push from froyotech though, but it looks like they opt to not go for that.
Yeah, that was really nice. The I think the pyro just kind of protecting the sentry from like stickies and rockets just really helped them. Just deny Froyo from actually take. It looks like what they really want to do is like Habib take the top right, and then he just lays a carpet of stickies on the left from where Froyo would rotate out from spawn. But they just didn't get the chance to do it because the Uber had run out.
There's a lot of aggression though. Tiger does pick up Garbuglia, trying to stop the further aggression coming from Big Dwarf Dalash. Oh, meat shots coming through. And with another one as well, Tiger partnering up. Tiger wanted to go for, well, she does get the melee kill and finishes off Habib. And Jobs, though, is going to be two left alive on the side of froyotech, and it looks like they're going to be coming out of top. Stark trying to go. Oh, this is a sad sight to see. He does get picked up, and the Disky went behind maybe a little bit too soon. There are two spawns. There's going to be Tiger and Arms, but Yomps just hightails it out of there as soon as they respawn. But it looks like Arik didn't have that same idea, though. It looks like he wanted to go for it. But it looks like Tiger, is he going to go for this?
Back cap. There is that Yomps at choke.
I don't think he's been seen. No, he has.
Oh, yep. Yep, they knew exactly where he was. Not sure if they must have just seen him when he was running past at the top of the stairs. Flash has got his gun up. No pyro this time, to actually defend the sentry. Ties up in a couple seconds, he'll probably go pyro. Yeah, here we go. Got the pyro on top right.
Yeah, so it's very close.
Yeah, for either team.
Ubers are kind of even, but there is actually no. It's a small lad for Cookie Jake. We've seen froyotech work on these before. I'm sure we'll see them do it again. It depends on whether or not this advantage was made out of just killing them quicker.
Oh, no. Yeah, it goes down. Banny pistols it from main, I think that was.
But,
I'm really not a fan of that sentry spot, though, on the stairs. It's far too easy for soldiers to spam it.
Yeah, and it's also quite far away for an engineer to really go up and heal
spawn
it as well.
and get metal, or to hit, like, you know, heal it up and then go and switch. Fanny is underneath here. Oh, Arik's underneath, sorry. It's one of who's going to go for a point play. Like, they knew he was down there from earlier. Disky. Oh, no. Oh, he's gone conch. Okay. So this is hoping to get a lot of damage here in this last hold.
Yeah, Habib going to be on shutter door. Maybe they want to try and go in, but it depends on. I think they might do one of the classics, which is run the clock down until it's to a point where Se7en can't push back.
Yeah.
They go for an all or nothing push and just play around that. And it's going to be one of those very sweaty moments if they do bring it down to just that.
I think a Disky and Am should maybe switch positions here. If a Disky goes in that balcony area, he can get so much damage to build that conch up. Arik goes for a point play.
Arik bringing out the meat shots again, taking out a Disky. He's being forced to drop Tiger onto the point, but Yoms and Habib going as well. Maybe this was a little bit too soon, that play. And I don't want to call it or give it the caster's curse, but once upon a time there was a team called TCM that managed to do an amazing turnaround, so there is an opportunity for that to happen here, but Cadis does fall down, and Ams goes on a Cookie Jake, does force off the Uber. So he has done his work, but they do lose Cadis as well for this.
So little time left to play, that is nice, but with having Ams down and holding last, it could actually be more of a detriment than anything.
Yeah, there might just be a lot of point play coming out of the side of froyotech, and it looks like they're going to go for it because Arek has dropped onto the point. Tiger does clean them up, and this is actually going to be very, very hard to push out from. It might just be a case, it might just see Se7en just sit on that last part. The Pyro does fall down, the collapse on the point is coming out. The Uber has not been popped by Stark, and it might be a case that it might want to hold it for the dying seconds or as long as possible.
Yeah, at this point I'm pretty sure it's just literally impossible for Se7en to recap the full map, but they're just going to hold on.
I like
that
what
golden cap.
Yeah, I like what Cadis was doing though. He was sticking up lobby, just giving them another barrier before going into last. There's going to be 20 seconds left. Cookie Jake is going to get Uber soon. This is it. This is the be-all or end-all. He really wants the damage. He really wants the power. There's going to be a scout that looks like it's going to go to the point and go under. Bunny does come up, takes most of the Uber. The Uber's now been popped by Stark as well. There's going to be times 2 at the point, but there's 3 seconds remaining on this. There is no overtime, so it looks like it will go to the golden cap.
That was a nice hold from Se7en there at the end. They held off like multiple point plays as well from Froyo.
Oof.
Just at the end.
That is, ooh, I mean, we wanted the best of 5.
If it's the same rules as the Essentials Cups, where it's a 10-minute time limit.
I think it's 10 or 15 minutes. Even, let's say, there's a time limit on it.
Yeah.
That's important. So, you know, we don't want the one where there's an infinite amount of time for a golden cap.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if we could be just sitting on Gully Watch for another.
I mean, yeah, we've learned that lesson from ETF2L. I think it was the Weeb squad that once had like a 40-minute golden cap round on Badlands. So
that doesn't sound.
Shout out to who was ever unfortunate enough to cast that,
yeah,
or watch it, or even play in it.
Yeah, that.
I think I would have just thrown the game.
30-minute time limit should maybe at least like 30, if not a quicker one, should probably got back. 40, yeah. It's bad enough. Like my first ever competitive game was a 30-minute round on Foundry.
Foundry? Oh, you're a fresh one then.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
2012.
I feel really old now.
Yeah.
My first map ever played on an official was Fastlane.
Ooh, that's a good one. Was that an ETF2L?
Yeah, most people wouldn't have even heard of that map.
Well, most people think Pro Lane.
Yeah, true. But
they'd still probably no fans.
This was back in a time where ETF2 had a ladder.
Oh,
they had a ladder system, and we used to play on that.
Yeah.
And we sucked. And then we played in Division 6.
Oh.
And then we won. And we went for 4 seasons undefeated.
In Division 6.
In Division 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you know, the no, but fun fact. You know, I mentioned this last night when Dota 2 was on. A team that were bitter rivals in Division 6.
Yeah.
Called Quacks. They were a Finnish squad. We absolutely hated them.
They beat you one time and you weren't happy.
No, they were very good in PCWs, and we were like when you're sort of like in that level, you're very keen.
Yeah.
And Jerax from OG was playing.
Really?
Yeah, and he's just earned himself £2.5 million, whilst I'm here earning myself -pounds.
And a sore throat to boot.
And a very sore throat, and a lot of back sweat.
That's mad. I did not know he'd ever played TF2.
And probably a lot of hair loss after this as well. So I'm going to set up a GoFundMe after this for me to have a hair transplant, because there was a lot of hair growing on my back that could be used and be relocated. But back to the Gully Wash game.
Yeah.
That was really... that was actually a result that I was not expecting. I was really worried that Se7en would get absolutely murdered.
It seems like they did do their homework from last night and actually...
So yeah, it's...
learned how to play against...
Oh, hello, looks like the golden cap started without us, the cheeky little monkeys, and it looks like Am's going to be the one that first falls down to this guy. Buglo, 79 HP, so he could be a frag that gets picked up, starts taking a lot of damage from the Habib pipes, so there's a lot of damage coming for him, but there's going to be a lot of... maybe too many players going big door. Skark does... Oh, that was... Oh!
He two-shot.
Tiger! That was what was needed, and it's going to be Thalash. Oh, no, I'm working at the wrong pod. My HUD's gone sort of got all weird, but Thalash is the last one alive. Ams has now just respawned because he died so fast at the start, but I feel like maybe Se7en will be happy with the fact that they got Cookie Jet, but no. Ams wants to go in, and he is going to get bullied out by a player that I assume is Arik, as he is dropped down to 10 HP. Yep, and I'm... oh, God. We're going to have to work with this. We can do anything. Yep, we're going to see...
they had a hit scan plastic. There we go. Flash getting the kill.
This is an unknown soldier who's now being put back to...
That will be Ams with the bot killer.
Yep, that is Ams, and this is a red Dimmer man, I can tell. He's going to be sticking up big door. It's the only one, isn't it? Kada's going in for a big one.
It's like they don't know he's there.
What? He's just skipped in, and he's doing so much damage. Cookie Check actually falls down to a Disky, and it's going to be Habib that falls as well. This is the start that they needed from the Golden Cap. Stark did fall down, did get taken up, but it's only Banny left alive, and he is at top, and he is in no position to defend this. Oh, he's going to take a 1v1. He's going to fall to this. He does. Ams cleans it up. Garbuglio is the last one alive. They're going to roll to this. They might just go for this. They're going to play the point. Is it going to be capped? And it is!
They get the cap. What
Series tied.
I wish we'd seen actually seen the start of that mid to see just where it all went wrong.
I think...
Assuming they can hear that on the stream.
We should... can we be neutral? Can we be neutral, please, and maybe make one for Se7en? Not to go home, but...
Some shaking heads.
I don't know. You know, I feel like it's a bit mean.
Oh, well.
We need to be unbiased. Froyo played incredibly well, I feel.
Yeah, they did.
There was some, like, pretty fat play. Yomps, again, he's been playing out of his mind. Arik as well got so many,
he,
like...
in the, on Friday, I think, in, the groups, he wasn't doing too well at all. But he was getting 2 shots left.
Yeah, I saw, there were so many times where he just sort of went directly into a Disky's face and just went bang and shot him. And that was it. He was dead. I believe we do have what I must somehow... We've got a sofa on the stage. So over to you guys.
Take it away.
Wow. Well, turns out if you just get a couch on the stage, they'll start filming you. Well, welcome to the couch segments. You thought these were gone. No, no, no. They even come onto the stage. Anything's happened. You can hear in the TF2 Grand Final. We are welcomed with Ale, and of course I've got my other half, my other host buddy, Grumpy Koi.
Hello, what a wonderful game. What a close win for Se7en there. And how's everything doing, Ali? My voice is gone.
Pretty good. You know, we came 5th place here with Faint Gaming, but exciting grand final, guys.
Ale, I've seen you've been watching the final very closely, and this is a team that you know very well. You used to play for this team before Cadus, dropped down from his coach position and back to the Detmer man. What do you think of your team playing so far? You got to see a loss from them. You also got to see a win from them. Do you think they're doing well?
Loss from who?
Well, I mean, it's 1-0. It's 1-1. So they have lost the game. They have won a game. Se7en. Are they doing well?
Yeah, I mean, they just won the Golden Cup. They're doing very well. I'm proud of them.
Well, we have actually got some logs if you want to give a quick, swift turn round, Ali. Maybe you can look at the very big numbers, the intimidating numbers almost. If you look right at the top there, I got Banny top damaging as well. Is there anything that's jumping out at you all?
Well, obviously Banny destroying everybody here.
Yeah, that's 32-16. What a good KD to actually have on a game like that.
Actually out-damaging Garbuglio by 1 point of damage. So, Garbuglio should feel bad about that.
Yeah, it's very rare to see the Romas losing out here. You can see both Ams and Garbuglio really fighting for that spot, but it goes to show how much of a linchpin Banny is in his sort of team lineup. If we look all the way down at the bottom, the soldier that isn't having a good time is a Disky. It's a bit unsurprising, isn't it, Grumpy?
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised with that result. I feel like Adisky did a good amount of work with a lot of the sack plays he tried to do and the opportunities he tried to create. But we didn't see that many off classes out of Adisky. We didn't see the classic, apart from the HMS Pudis, we didn't really see any spy plays coming out of him or anything like that. It was very standard TF2, standard Se7en style of playing. And it just felt like he was kind of used as a bit of a distraction, a bit of a castaway. But basically, I'm a little bit disappointed to actually see Tiger with such low damage as well. He had a decent amount of kills, but he did some good work, some good cleanup for his team.
Now, Ali, is there anybody else that you're a bit disappointed with? I mean, these are all big names, really. And, I was really expecting, like, some players, but I just want to see if you agree with me here before I actually give away my answer.
I don't think anybody played that bad, honestly. But I'm surprised by the demos. The demo stats are not reflecting the impact they had. I feel like both demos did really well and like got the things that mattered, the sticky traps, the kills.
Yeah, both Habib and Cadis did a lot of impact for their team, and actually, especially on a map like Gully Wash, it's very important to have your demo doing a lot of work. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see what we saw, but I don't think the stats really reflect that. But I believe we're going to go on some med logs here. So looking at it, no drops for either team. 13 Uber charges going to Starkey, with 11 going to Cookie Jake. I feel like Starkey was very much in the midst of his team, and we saw a little bit of a passive play from Cookie Jake. But I feel like both meds were really strong this map.
Yeah, it was a little strange to see that he snuck 2 Uber charges past me. There was this one moment where Starkey kind of connect with his team, popped off the Uber, but never managed to slap the Uber onto anybody. And I think that actually cost them a round. And apart from that one dire mistake, I haven't really got anything to criticise from Starkey and his med play. How about you, Ali? I know you're a Demoman main, but there must be something you can draw from these medic stats.
No.
Well, at least you're honest. At least you're honest, Ali. Well, we could probably sit back a bit. There's no need to keep looking at those stats now. But we did have a quick glimpse of, I think it was Process the first time. And it was a little strange to see that the map that everyone predicted Se7en to win was the one they lost out on. And everyone that was predicting Froyo to win was actually the one that Se7en won. I mean, is it just the preparations before, Ali? Does Kado actually go through these sort of like long-winded demo reviews after a loss in the group stage or something like that?
Yeah, I feel like that's Se7en. One of their really strong sides as a team is they're really good at adapting, and not just like in between games, but in the game as well. And you could tell with the tactical pauses that they make and shit, they really, adaptation is a really like big part of their team. Yeah.
Grumpy, what do you think about the whole tactical pause thing? I know there's some people out there that think, oh no, that isn't really part of TF2. A good part of it is just trying to adapt on the fly and having that pressure of the game, and just would prefer to just have not tactical pauses be a thing. But I mean, it can also kind of turn things around and make things a bit interesting, give a team a chance to turn around. What do you think about the scenario?
I think it's one of those things where in a lower sort of division where there's not a huge amount at stake, I don't see the point of it. But when we go to something like the grand final for I-Series, the most important thing you need to do is, take us to second. You're going to get wrapped up in everything. People are screaming. People are getting super excited about what you're doing. Even if you're losing, you just need to take that moment to calm down, get yourself into a position where you know what you want to do, make some plans, make some adjustments there's only so much you can do on the fly.
All right, Ali, you're like our intel on the inside. You've been through probably a tactical pause, one or two with Se7en. What sort of things do they discuss during these sort of pauses?
Well, whatever they need to change.
Is it like mids? Is it the first thing like, okay, what's happening with these mids, or do they just talk about certain points? What's like the main focus when they talk about tactical pauses?
Mostly just like positionings during pushes, what Cadis wants people to do on mids, I guess. Team synergy kind of stuff.
So is it just like Cadis will literally micromanage every person? It's like, right, you need to do this, you need to move here, you need to move here, and this, or is it quite like even input amongst the team?
Well, I think everybody says their part, their perspective, and then Cadis is usually the one, ruling it out together, or like connecting the dots, so to speak, and making the plan.
All right, well, I think we've kind of droughted as much as we can from the sofa for now, and Ali has been a wonderful guest, so I guess we could throw it on back to the casters. They can whimsically entertain us before we enter into our third map of this best of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, get hype, because it's even a piece, and it could be still anyone's, I guess,
Game.
tournament.
Yeah,
Please
we
don't
can't-
throw it over, I've been told.
We can't
Okay,
throw
we're
it over
staying
though,
here.
because if you look over in the casting crow's nest, so to speak, there is no one there.
Hey man, I don't have glasses on, okay? I'm very blind. Okay? You have to remember, I'm an old man.
That's fair.
Okay, Grumpy, how you doing? You okay?
I think my voice is gone. Like, I'm pretty damn sure it's just gone.
Try yawning. Apparently that makes it better. But either way, it's a bit. Are you intimidated at all by the crowd at all, Grumpy? Is this sort of thing scary, or does it make you excited?
It was until... Oh, it does actually help a little bit. It was until I saw everyone, and everyone just started screaming and getting really excited. And these are all people that I've seen before. I love you all. We're a big old family, and it's absolutely amazing just to have this atmosphere. It's like it was something else. Like, Copenhagen was an amazing first experience for me, but this is just something else. This is something I've always wanted to be a part of. And every single one of you has made it, you know, there's something special about an iSeries. Wouldn't you agree, Ali?
Definitely.
Thank you, Ali.
I saw that mile coming. I was like, I saw it. I could see the smirk in his eye, the glimmer. But Ali, what do you really focus on at LAN? Is it all about the competition for you, or is it a big part of it just like socializing and getting to meet all these people from the community?
Well, I think our team's perspective was to try our hardest, focus on the game as much as possible until we got knocked out, you know. And then after that point, we just drink and hang out.
Sweet, sweet. Well, speaking of which, we probably should give a quick shout out to our sponsors. And what better way to shout them out to actually do it in video form, Grumpy? Ooh. All right, so we're going to go over to a quick advert.
So today is our big launch event for Belong Westfield Stratford, home for the Stratford Spartans. It's got our brand new look and feel that you can probably see around me now, and we have 36 froyotech high-spec PCs for you guys to play on. We've gone for a really big epic entryway in the community area, so somewhere you guys can hang out and chill out.
I think the decor is great. I think the design has done a fantastic job. It suits gaming absolutely perfectly. The neon lights are great.
It's really kind of high-end. It's got a really nice, calming atmosphere to it as well. Like, it all just feels very, very friendly and very open.
It's really fantastic just to be able to see some friends here and watch everything come together, because every single Belong is like a bit of a family. And so watching the family here at Stratford evolve is fantastic.
Now, I've been to quite a few of these arenas, and this one is just massive. It's huge. You could finish playing, and then I could take my team and go and sit down, and we can have a drink and a laugh and a chat. It becomes much more of a social thing as well as being a gaming experience. Like, everyone I've spoken to is quite amazed by it.
So it's been an exciting day getting Belong Gaming Arena Stratford ready for you. Bid's open today. Come down and join us and join the Stratford Spartans.
All right, guys. Hello. Welcome back. So this is the final that we wanted.
What's map? Well, I know it.
It's product.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just testing.
I can't remember the one after that, though.
It's
There's going to be a map.
yeah, it's going to be a map. Oh god damn it. We are really
They banned
bad at
out
this.
Snake in Badlands. So, in Sunshine's the very last
play
one.
process, don't we?
Yep. And we've
What map?
played Gully.
Granary?
Must be. By process of elimination, it has to be. I didn't mean that until I said it and feel awful.
All right, well, there's going to be a third
Yeah,
map played.
there will be.
But yeah, the series is tied, so Se7en putting on a absolute cracking performance on B and froyotech on a map that I thought they'd get ruined on, and they did the other day.
Yeah, but I guess both teams are just doing their homework.
Yeah.
Just making sure that they try and iron out any wrinkles in their gameplay.
Yeah, both teams sort of like really doing the work that's needed to get them over the finish line, but certainly better that I think this is, I don't want to say it, but this might be shaping up to be...
This could be probably one of the best maps of the tournament.
Also maybe the best iSeries finals. I mean, if I'm honest, the quality there is not like this.
It's definitely been one of the closest. I think
it's
that
not exactly tough
competition
competition because I-55 was kind of one-sided,
big, very one-sided.
I-52 was I-49, featured no NA teams, so I'm not quite sure why I'm bringing that up. Actually, no way, it did. HRG did not make it there. That also featured Banny. And
I-58, that was
Full Tilt versus Crowns.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of close, but it was also a bit of a snooze fest, I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
But
And then last year, it was Banny playing for...
with Swift. And that was kind of like...
Who was it, sorry?
It was Swift with Banny.
Was it still Swift?
Yeah.
It was still on the...
Banny was
yeah, and Banny played Pocket, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And so,
they
yeah.
lost.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Now he's back for revenge.
But this is like the ultimate NA versus EU. I don't feel like
Yeah.
there's many excuses either team could pull out this time around.
Not really.
I mean, like I-58 was like a very haphazard froyotech.
Yeah, I think they had like more sort of subs than they did last time.
Yeah,
This time even.
and I think I-55 was pretty balanced, no excuses. One team better than the other.
yeah, well, yeah, 'cause I think that was it Reason was like when they'd Forsaken half a.
It was Nerd Rage versus Froyo.
Oh, was it Nerd Rage?
Yeah, they knocked Froyo down into the
Oh,
lower
right, so
bracket.
that was like
and then the
Flippy Tech start.
Yeah, and the finals they kind of lost the plot a bit.
Yeah.
And then I-52, there was a lot of excuses on my end, if I'm honest, that I could pull out.
Let's hear one of them. The best one.
The final was on at 9 in the morning, and I get to the venue at 8 o'clock, and everybody on froyotech already there warming up.
So,
and I
it's not really an excuse, it's just
and I was the
they
only
were
one
more
there
keen.
for my team. So, yeah.
That's
But I feel like that's like it's a part of a bigger excuse.
Yeah.
It's the biggest.
I feel there may have been some drinking involved.
No, there wasn't. There was no
before.
drinking.
No?
No.
They were just late. They were late.
Everybody kind of sort of like, they were so drunk, they were plastered.
Yeah.
But froyotech were also out late at night as well.
Yeah, but none of that this year.
None of
Both
that
teams
this
went
year.
home pretty early. I think Swift were one of the... I think some of Swift were like the only people that stayed late last night watching
The only player from those two teams is Banny.
Yeah.
And I,
food for thought.
Obviously spiraled down the drain, and I'm now doing this.
Yeah. Think
free.
What did we say? Wait. Oh yeah, product's the next map. So I guess then that was what we're saying. We're wondering if we're gonna have like any sniper, if like Se7en feel confident enough that they can shut down the soldiers trying to shut down the soldier.
You know what, the froyotech soldiers I kind of thought were maybe a bit of a maybe a slight weak point, but they've been like very
Yomps
very
is
good.
he pounds.
Yeah,
Yomps is
Garbuglia
nuts.
as well has been pretty solid. I
Yeah.
mean, he's not been pounding as much as Yomps, but
Has he actually been playing much like in ECA? I've not. Garbuglio.
Are you expecting
recently
me to actually have any?
I don't know.
BS?
I don't know. I didn't, so I don't know why you would either.
Yeah.
But you know, I thought I'd ask. Maybe you, unlike me, you maybe did some homework on the team. I did not.
If I got paid, I'd do homework.
Yeah, that's true.
I lied. I actually did a lot of homework. I just completely forgot about NA, if I'm honest.
No,
so
fair enough.
my bad. But I feel like I think
Taken,
I think the last update we had everybody in the server and we're waiting for a ready up. So I'm not quite sure what the status is on that.
Yeah, maybe. Well, they were outside. You know, maybe need to warm the hands back up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I wish I was outside.
There are people on the stage. Staff helping players out. Could be more technical issues.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's our
There they are.
crowd.
Oh,
There's
we go.
me again.
Okay. Yeah, we are just waiting on Se7en.
Might be a
ready
few
up.
technical.
Oh, you are ready.
hiccups. We are live, I
Going
believe.
into the game.
I can sense it in my boat. Oh, I love me some product, and I'm sure everybody else does too. It's literally DM over and over and over again. I'm sure I'm going to suffocate some. Oh man, I saw Ams hit a fat air shot on Garbuglio. Cadence is going to be ploughing over the point as Se7en draw first blood, but Arik also gets a frag onto a disky on the back lines, and it's going to be maybe the first mid going the way of Se7en. It looked like they had a really, really good start, but it looks like they couldn't capitalise or focus on any of those targets.
Se7en had so much damage. Cadence piped like, what are they doing? I'm pretty sure that the spawn doesn't actually get affected right now in the first cap of Viaduct. They're waiting for Yomps to spawn before they cap. Now that goes into effect. I'm very sure that doesn't happen in the first spawn because I get shouted at by someone for doing it.
That's the thinking emoji.
But
I'm not smart enough to confirm or deny that, but anyway, it's going to be Uber out from Se7en, as it looks like Ams is going to try and go behind, trying to get some frags. Yomps, though, does get the health pack. Ams does have one for him as well, but Habib, I believe, for a sticky up there to help him as well. Habib doing some fat damage. Cadus is going to try and get out of there, and he is successful in doing so.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Se7en, like with the Uber, they jumped Ams straight onto Cookie Jake, but there's not really much they could get done in that situation with him trying to fight on the low ground. Like Se7en just, there's not much they can really do with an Uber like that, especially when...
Oh, here we go. It's the pyro forward hold break, and is it going to be successful?
Bombing in behind them.
Oh, that's great. He's taking up. Oh! You got 1.5. My God. Oh, he was 8 HP. That was so close. That would have been absolutely fat. That's so unfortunate. Didn't get a frag, but Cookie Jake still 26 HP. Ams is going to go forward.
Portuguese wall shot.
What's the Portuguese air shot? Please fill me in.
It was just when you air shot someone, but you don't direct them, you hit the wall next to them, and count it as an air shot.
Okay, so that's what that means.
Yes.
So Habib does pick out a Disky. That was very pressing. I needed to know that during this game.
Yes.
Salash has remained on pyro. I believe he set Cookie Jake on fire. He has, so the fireman doing work. Tiger's going to go forward. He's not. Cookie Jake just got it in the nick of time, but they're not going to be pressured at all. Tiger is going to try and do as much work as he can, giving them run around, giving them a razzle dazzle. The Razzmatazz, and he's successful because he does get Yomps. So there's going to be 2 players in the down for froyotech, and it is going to delay the spawn, so they're going to have the long spawn going into this. Big though, big bomb goes in. Stark does disconnect with some of his players, so this could be a little bit of a precarious situation. But Ams is just going to maybe try and maintain the high ground. Disky is behind as well. Is anybody going to follow up and help him with this damage? Doesn't look like anyone is. Ams does go forward. Habib is caught out and does die. And they do recap the midpoint for the first time for Se7en. Cadus does get, big fat pipes.
Huge pipes from Cadus there, picking up 3.
And it's just Yomps left alive. But
I think that was that Banny there, I think died on a 6 kill streak. It was like he'd been fragged.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Star. And Tiger just building the last of this Uber here.
And they are going to get Uber in time for this. I'm not quite sure if they're going to try and use this to defend this, or if they want to just sort of try and soak up the aggression. It looks like it might go for the aggression. Garbuglu on the flank.
Ooh, nice shot from Ams.
Beautiful air shot, but they've lost too many players for this, and they've given it up as well. But they do have Uber. I'm not quite sure what the call is, but maybe it will show its plan now as they do go over on the left side with the Uber ads. There isn't any soldiers to aggress on this, but now they have been forced to use the Uber, and they're not going to get any frags on this. So they've literally just, all they've done, they've Ubered to get the point.
That, I'm really not sure what they've wanted to do with that Uber. Maybe hoped Cadus, he actually hit his jump and went lower under China and actually got the pick onto Cookie Jake or something, but that was just a disaster.
And it's going to be a Disky. He's going to be flying behind right now, but I don't know if he's going to actually be successful with this aggression. It looks like he just came back and gone through connectors. And out muscling again, this is Se7en. That's going to, I mean, they're not very good at this map. I think everybody in EU knows this, but it is looking like it's rearing its head as to why. They don't look very coordinated. They're just getting bullied out from so many situations, and Cadus getting picked off by trying to break this forward.
The 1v1 against Banny there, just below Cliff.
But there's no one supporting him. He's completely left alone. Now people come out, but this might be too little too late. It's the 7 seconds left on the point. They're going to be forced to play it, and it's not going to be enough time. They could just Uber on the point, and this is it.
I think if Se7en stand on it right now, they can keep it.
Oh, never mind.
I think they didn't take the Uber off, or maybe just got blocked by Garbuglio. But what was really interesting about the push from Froyo there is like when they were like full Uber disadvantage, normally people would just sack a bunch of people in, but they halved it. They sacked 2 people over, but still kept Cookie Jake committed just in case they got all the picks that they needed to just recap and go for the DM.
Oh, Disky's going to go in straight away and go behind. Ams does get picked up almost immediately, as it looks like he was just going to go aggressive at the point. Arik does fall as well, so it's a 1-for-1 trade, but Cadus does create a Tiger. Get a lot of Raz. Garbuglia going the back lines, does pick up Thalash. So, and it looks like, this might very well be, Banny
just completely focused. I do not know what happened there, but there's again discoordination. Oh, wow!
Big peek from Habib onto Ams there.
Oh, and he shows him his genitals, which just turned out to be a smiley face. And Jesus Christ, that was fat.
The last, yeah, they brought out the Thalash Sleeper now.
This is just going to, I feel like this might not be the play.
Might just shut him down instantly.
There, he's going to have to go beast mode.
Okay,
Cadence goes in, does get the force off, but they have a sniper, so sorry, Thalash is going to have to leave almost immediately.
Eric
does
get the pick right before he dies. That could have actually been a very sick close-up headshot. So they've got everyone up in 1, Thalash up in 3.
I wonder if they're going to stick to the sniper. Garbuglo is literally like pressuring them out of the door. They're going to go for pyro. Yeah.
I think it's just kind of necessary to break the forward hold here.
Oh,
he should have been getting tanked. I don't know who else was forward with him. Maybe Ams, but like in that situation, all the healers should have been going on the pyro. Yomp's dying to K the stickies.
Okay, so that is something that's they can use and they can work with. Garbuglo is low and is going to have to be forced out as well. But Habib picks out Tiger on the right side. Ams.
Didn't have the rockets to go for the air shot.
Yeah, and he's going to get picked up as well. Thalash is going to try and take a 1v1 versus Arik, and he does get cleaned up as well. But this is just so messy from Se7en. They literally look like they're all out of ideas, and it's only in the first round. They have no time on the clock. They are now starting to move forward. The Uber has been popped. Are they going to be able to get onto Cookie Jake? No. They're just going to be happy to just let them take it.
Like, they could have a lot more cap time, but Stark just kept the Uber on both players that were on the point, meaning that they just couldn't.
Siege wouldn't have made that mistake.
Quite probably not.
But anyway, so Cookie Jake is going to be sitting up on the cliff. This might be an easy retake, I feel. Ediski going to go in.
Another
Habib again with the fat pipes. He keeps on pulling these out. He's absolutely giving everybody a masterclass of Demo Man this series. And he's going to start moving over to the far right. He's going to go in. Oh,
Cookie Jake does pop. I think he might have actually died. He was about 21 HP in the air.
Yeah, he does get him.
Stark didn't want to take the risk and just popped. And he dies. He dies to Kada's stickies. I'm not sure where they were. I think maybe just on the back of the point.
Yeah, and Kada survives. So it wasn't anything aggressive. It was just some stickies hidden. So a blind debt. That's good enough.
My triple, or I'm only seeing 5 players for Froyo right now.
That's an interesting strategy, that is. Normally you want to run 6v6 in a
6v6 game, yeah. But I'm hoping the HUD's broken and not.
Yep. Anyway, the Uber does come out, so this is again a very, very good job.
Oh no,
Jake now respawns. I think he might have accidentally have to retry the server banning on the back. Oh, gets cleaned up by Thalash and Tiger. And this is Banny not sent home, but
this shouldn't really be Uberad for Se7en here, but because Cookie Jake, I don't know, just got disconnected, that it is. It's like 25%.
A sneaky boy.
You trapped me out the server.
Yeah, there was a sneaky boy.
Just gets Yomps.
Yep, I do see a sneaky boy is all the way behind. I believe it is Arik that has found himself
all the way behind Se7en. Oh, yes, he is.
Yep. I wonder where he's going to go. This could actually be really. Oh, this is actually going to be fat. This is the aggressive.
Oh, Ams getting the air shot onto
that
Banny.
Was meaty, and Arik on the back lines as well, doing a lot of work, helping with the destruction and the distraction.
Cookie Jake goes down.
And that was absolute. I mean, the good thing is that they got Cookie Jake, but my goodness, what a play by froyotech and Arik to get behind. The patience to wait and to coordinate some aggression and absolutely mulch Se7en.
And because Se7en had the point, they've got a much longer spawn there, so it's essentially even Ubers right now.
Oh, this is, again, look at this. There is no respect. They're just going so aggressive and they're cleaning up so many players. They're going to get a third as well.
Se7en have got one more chance really to push the point here properly. Cadis hits the pipe on Banny and dies to the splash damage.
And this is just
they at least have quick spawns right now, so if they just keep everyone in spawn and get buffed, but Flash, I think that is already in on the right.
Froyo are absolutely, they're giving him no space and they are making him so uncomfortable. There's so many poor positioning and everything. Adiski's going to go try and go in.
Cookie Jake does die.
Yeah, he does die. Kada's doing a good job on that part, but it was all for not enough to wait present. So it's 2-0 for froyotech on product. A game that I thought was exciting.
They had some, I might be wrong, very good clips in there. I think we're going to see the replay of the Ams highlight.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's on Danny. He got sent home that one. I'll allow it. No thought. Let's go. Oh, here we go. The double bomb from Ants, but one of them was a fake one. It's just a distraction. It does do a good job on helping take out Arik, who was trying to go connect to Adiski without any rockets and without any hope. But they do actually take out Cookie Jake, but they do lose Stark as well. Garbuglo on his own cliff. He's going to get tightened up and he's going to get taken out. A win for Se7en.
Much more dominant mid from Se7en.
Yeah. Cookie Jake. They're actually going to have an ad on the side of Se7en.
Yeah, Stark spawned a good... No, Stark spawned a long time ago. I'm guessing just because everyone was so far forward still fighting mid, he didn't actually get to heal straight away. So it's not as big an ad as it could be. It's looking like 20%.
Yeah, Garbuglio on the flank. It looks like he wants to go in. He's going to wall jump. He's going to just go behind to cause the distraction. Going to make his way onto the cliff, but Thalash wise to it. Does take him out. Yomps with some nice direct. Takes out Thalash as well. Headbeat takes out Tiger. And oh, what on earth? Yomps still staying alive. He takes out Stark. Oh, dear.
But Adiski behind, I think, still? Oh, he's getting, I think, chipped down by Banny here.
Ooh, that was close. Garbuglo respawning to help clean up the Adiski behind. And what was maybe a minor advantage is now a massive disadvantage as Cookie Jake has almost got an Uber. And it's going to go in, pops him up. Unfortunately, didn't guess correctly.
Does get him down to about 30 HP there. Unbelievably close. Probably would have popped it if he had the full Uber, but unfortunately didn't have any Uber to pop. The Lash is really aggro and cliff here. Not sure what Se7en want to do if they're just going to want to sack Adiski in from the left hand side to go for the force. They'll need to try and make, they've got Ams going in over the top. Adiski should be going in as well.
Oh, Adiski doesn't hit the air shot, doesn't get the frag. It's cleaned up by Garbuglio, and it's the aggression, the force does happen.
But Stark's now at 90% Uber. Tiger's behind. Don't know if he's going to get...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they know he's behind. He's hiding in a corner.
It's a 1x2.
Oof. Does get Banny down to 18 HP, but
he's
had to
not
call the boys.
He's not been having the best few maps so far. Totally, like it goes to what we're normally seeing from Tiger. And Ams is going to go in, but it's going to help deal with the aggression that's going to go from behind for the distraction. And it is well cleaned up, so Se7en.
No force yet out.
Deal with the aggression. Adiski looks like he wants to go behind. Is he actually going to make anything of this? He's going to go into Cookie Jake. Doesn't get the rocket off. 71 HP. Cookie Jake does fall.
You know, it wasn't the air shot. Oh, there's Arik and Yomps on sniper.
Admins. Yeah, that's the round.
Oh, there we go. Neither of them affected gameplay, so I think that doesn't count.
We need everything.
Oh, Arik's got the
hello. Arik has got a very good angle.
Into it.
They know that he's there now.
You could see the dot. Yeah,
surely he's now having to cross, and Arik does fortunately back out. I feel like he might have hung around. Cadus dies on the flank though, so this forward hold, I mean, it works well for froyotech, but it doesn't seem to work well for Se7en.
Yeah, Banny's just respawned as well now, but Cadus is still down for another couple of seconds. He's not going to be in the fight for a while now. Oh, Garbuglio pops the soldier up. Pops Adiski up, doesn't hit the air shot.
That was a sitter maybe. Yomps does find his way all the way behind on Se7en's battlements now. Does try and get a frag. Oh, hello, this could be good.
Force, Yomps didn't even need to fire that second rocket on his Stark, he just knew.
Yeah, and
Cadus.
So lots of damage coming out, but nothing's there to follow it up. Everybody on the side of Se7en are so weak. Everybody on the side of froyotech are so tanky. A beep. Oh, wow. Arik, I don't know, maybe...
Standing on top. Must have just surfed it from top left.
This is actually, again, discoordinated. Somebody, Ampis, on balcony completely alone. There's nobody with him. They're just giving these people no opportunity to make any plays. There's no support from the team.
Now Tiger's he's just on his own. Even if he gets a pick, it's really not worth it at this point.
This might be the frustration of going behind and playing a map that you're not, well...
I feel that they'll only ever play this map on Viaduct week in ETF2L. So like they won't really be playing it all that much. And that was a long while ago as well.
Oh, hello, Adiski does get through, takes up and takes up Banny. Ams gets Yomps. Yomps has been like on point this map, absolutely fantastic. Arbuglia as well. Speaking of which, does jump in, isn't able to get the air shot. There's 5 seconds left on the point. They're going to have to start playing at 7. They have Ubered though. Oh, that was so close. I was a bit sweaty then. Habib is going to go in through connector, so it looks like they might want to recontest this, or he might just want to throw away his life, maybe try and go to force. He's going to do some damage, but it's not going to be enough. Arif looks like he's going to... No, sorry, that's Banny. He does get taken out. Arif does get the trade. This is actually very, very dangerous. They are going to start playing the point. They do have the better spawns. Oh, God, absolutely smacks these
Punch him with the 3K. Absolutely huge play from him there.
The
And
spawns are so long. The free fires are coming out.
And that's another round there. That's all 3 rounds.
That's it.
Forget we're not playing the NA rules where it's up to 4.
That is it. That is a very, very short map.
And what I've forgotten about, I was about to say, is it Granary next?
Maybe.
So we might actually see the Stark Soldier now, a Disky Medic, if they choose to play the same way they've been playing before.
The problem I feel that might happen is after that defeat, and it was quite a convincing one, they may not be fired up. That is going to, after that defeat, it's very, very hard to really lift yourself up.
Thing is, though, they might have gone into that knowing, like, it's not their pick, it's not their map, they don't really care about it.
Yeah, that is true. So it's
like they might just go, we lost it, fine, but we'll pick it back up on Granary. Like, if they switch classes, it might just refresh everyone, sort of like they'll just go in with a better mind state.
Yeah, that is very, very true.
As expected, though, Froyo, they don't lose on Viaduct, really. They're just so good on it.
They just seem to...
There's so many roster changes as well throughout the years, but they still just don't lose.
There just seem to be so many moments where they just made it very hard for the players to do anything. It's like asking so much for Disky and AMS to like be able to go in without any support. It's like...
And make all the space.
They didn't... It's like they just, let AMS walk to cliff without, he's going to take chip damage because he's facing the entirety team of his alone, and there's no one behind him to heal him up, no one there to take some of the spam.
Yep.
I hate
to see it.
Yeah, I do, and I don't know if we're going to see the famous Adisky and Stark swap on Granary.
Yeah.
But they are going to have to throw everything they possibly have out, because if they lose this, then it's it's series point for froyotech.
Yeah, it is. So I'm trying to think, like, it's going back to Viaduct, like, I think Se7en, like, even when they were arguably stronger than they are now with their old roster, they still, like, the season where they hadn't lost a single map, and then they lose Viaduct.
Yeah.
To HP and Grabba. They lose to that.
Oh, wasn't it?
Technically, they lost to the Vaccinator, RIP, but they did still lose that one map of just Viaduct. So I don't think historically it's really been Se7en's map at all.
Yeah, that is true, and it's going to have to... I just don't know what to think. I just don't know what...
What was the problems are in that map is, like, Cadis a lot of them were getting tons and tons of damage, but they just weren't focusing that player down. They weren't actually following up on the damage. I think especially after, like, the very first mid, we see, like, everyone on Froyo was, like, half HP.
Yeah. Anyway, we do have some boys ready on the casting couch, so over to you, Turbo Tabs, joined by 2.
Hello, I'm just some boy. I am Turbo Tabs, but I'm not alone. I'm joined with my other boys. It is News from Velocity Gaming.
How are you doing?
And we also have Samsky again from...
Hello.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Now, of course, we've got to talk about product while it's fresh in our minds. And Samsky, I've got to direct this to you first, because I was sitting next to you in the crowd, and after one round, you were already like, this game's over. This game's done. They're playing shockingly. What's so bad about Se7en in that gameplay there?
Well, I mean, the Americans obviously had a game plan there, which was to make Se7en as uncomfortable as possible, not let them get any momentum, not let them gather themselves. And Se7en fell for the trap, which was taking individual fights constantly, not regrouping. And so basically they kept dropping players. There was never a time where 6 of them were pushing all together. And when they did, they were successful. But the problem is that the majority of the time, they didn't. And so obviously it's a Koth map, so they just let the clock down by those taking those individual fights. And so it really cost them. And you could just see by that round 1 that their attitude was to just take fights and see how it goes. And that's not the right attitude to try and win that map. They obviously didn't really have a clear plan going into that map against Froyo.
Well, guys, we actually do have some